Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you again. Welcome to the stream. Hi. It's weekend. My brain just went blank the moment I was done with my intro. Hi. Last week was a bit of a week for me. I had to go into the office 4 times instead of 3. I was not happy about that. My legs are currently not happy about that with all the walking I had to do, but alas, capitalism. Big weekend planned. Today we're just playing more EMIO as usual. Did my... Okay, either my BGM just skipped for a second or my headphones did. I don't know which. Anyway. So today we're playing more EMIO, and then tomorrow is game show time, and I am nervous. I hope everything goes well. I've never had to host a thing before. And also it's just general collab jitters because, you know, I have to speak to people. I will hopefully get better at doing this sort of thing. I hope it goes well tomorrow because, you know, I feel like it's a fun idea and I want to do more of it. But also if no one fucking enjoys it, then, you know, no point. No point continuing. Oh, but also Mario Party's coming up next month, so hopefully I'll get better at collabing through collabing more frequently. Who knows? Yeah. Words. We're playing Famicom Detective Club today. Let me finish my tea. I'm almost done. And then we'll get into the game. We're on chapter 9 now, I think. Out of 12 chapters plus an epilogue. And supposedly you can't have the final chapter on YouTube unless you do it in a long play with like the entire rest of the video, the rest of the game rather. But we'll see. We'll see. Worst comes to worst, I'll stream it and then I'll just, you know, I'll upload it to YouTube, and if it gets blocked, then it gets blocked. Alright, I finished my tea. Let me just put my cup out of the way so I don't accidentally knock it off the table or something. Also, I'm running out of clever titles to use that involve smiling. Realistically, I already ran out of clever titles last week, because I just did fucking emojis. But, yeah. Anyway. Oh, there was a new trailer for the new Professor Layton game this week. I'm excited. Although apparently one of the other games, Level 5, the Layton developers, showed off. The trailer's just filled with AI art. I'm like, huh. That's, huh. Yeah, I'm still gonna get Layton because I still fucking love Professor Layton. Unless it's revealed they're using AI in that as, like, AI, or Gen AI in that as well. But, like, man. Anyway. Game. Enough rambling about that. Let's resume the investigation. We're gonna get a recap, and while that's happening, I will blow my nose, because my nose is being a bit dumb this morning. Not as bad as it has been in the past, but a bit dumb. Probably because the weather's been all over the fucking place lately. It was hot last weekend, and then yesterday it was raining, and I had to walk through it. Okay, let's load this data. And yes.
笑顔が描かれた紙袋をかぶった遺体となって発見された地元の中学生佐々木英介。その様子は18年前に起きた未解決の連続少女殺人事件、さらには都市伝説 エミオと酷似していた。都築実の調査と並行して行方不明の兄を探し続ける久世刑事と再会を願う義恵の力になりたいと考えた君は、久世誠の失踪当時の写真を入手する。鎌田警部の計らいで久世誠の現在を予想して描かれた似顔絵を入手した君は、突然の上原刑事の呼び出しで幸福駅前にあるスナック将校を訪れた。上原刑事の行きつけのその店を10年以上一人で切り盛りする翔子ママは幸福市の主と呼ばれているようだ。翔子ママの名前が宮下道代だということに君は気づいた。これをきっかけに彼女はこれまで口を閉ざしてきたことを話し始める。幸福市出身の翔子ママは
big ass recap.
まだ10代の頃にエミオと会ったことがあるという。エミオに襲われそうになった翔子ママが思わず笑うと、その笑顔の紙袋の男は何もせず立ち去ったそうだ。その時男はエミコと謎の名前をつぶやいていたという。
Alright, let's read. Good lord, that is such a long recap. I guess that's what I get for ending in the middle of a chapter instead of the start of one. Eisuke Sasaki, age 15, was found dead with a paper bag with a smiley face drawn on it over his head. The scene was similar to those unsolved murders from 18 years ago, as well as the urban legend of the Smiling Man. You want to help Detective Kusei and her grandmother Yoshie, both of whom wish to be reunited with Makoto, so you begin searching for him in parallel with your investigation of Minoru Tsuzuki. After obtaining an aged-up sketch of Makoto Kusei, you are summoned by Detective Kamihara to Shoko Bar at Kofuku Station. The place has been run by Mama Shoko for more than a decade, and Detective Kamihara comes here often. Mama Shoko, he says, is known as the Grand Dame of Kofuku City. You discover Mama Shoko's name is Michio Miyashita. She begins to share more than she did before. Mama Shoko, who is from Kofuku City, says she met the Smiling Man 18 years ago when she was a teenager. Mama Shoko laughed at the man with the paper bag on his head. It seemed like he would attack, but he walked away without doing anything. The Smiling Man she met was mumbling Emiko, a name she didn't recognize. And that's what happened last time. So, let's get into it. I didn't fumble over my words as much this time. Anyway, let's talk. I'm sorry, can I ask you a question? Sure, I guess. How the hell did you know that Shoko wasn't her real name? It was literally on the fucking wall. I saw a food hygiene manager certificate behind the counter. The name on it was Michio Miyashita. You said Mama Shoko is the owner of the bar, so... Wow, impressive work, boy detective. Thanks, I have good eyesight. Perfect 2.0 with the naked eye. I should probably get my eyes checked at some point. As far as I can tell, my eyes are fine, but like, my entire family needs glasses, so I'm probably going to need them at some point in my life. That is not the first time I've said that. I've probably said that plenty of times on stream, and I still haven't gone and done it, because I have too much on my plate as it is. Wow, 2.0? That's kind of frightening. Thank you. Alright, should we get out of here? I'm parked over there. Yep. Okie doke. What do you think about Mama Shoko? Fascinating, isn't she? Yes, she was pleasant. It feels like a weird way to describe a person, but sure.
しょでしょ。みんな証拠ママと話すとファンになっちゃうんだよ。
Yep, talk to her once and you'll be a fan forever.
俺もその一人。
That's what happened to me, after all.
あいきやね、先輩に一報入れとかなきゃ。
Oh crap, I just remembered I'm gonna have to report all of this to Detective Kuze.
何か分かったら必ず連絡しないと怒られちゃうからね。
If I don't report every little update immediately, she gets mad at me. She's not gonna answer, is she?
ああ、もしもし、神は。
神、今すぐ家まで来てちょうだい。
What was this button? Yeah. Hello, it's Kamihara. Kamihara, come to my place right now. What?
先輩の家に行くぞ。何かあったみたいだ。
We're going to Detective Kuze's place. Something happened.
はい。
Okay. Okay, so I guess it wasn't a bait and switch this time. What happened? What happened? Kuze, it's Kamihara. Detective Kuze, hello? How'd she unlock the door if she's now sitting on the floor? Ah?
ようやく落ち着きを取り戻した久世刑事はその夜起きたことを僕と上原刑事に語り始めた。
As she began to calm down, Detective Kuze told us what happened.
今日帰宅するとき、誰かに後をつけられたような気がしたのよ。
On my way home, I was certain someone was following me. You were correct. Was it the smiling man? Oh?
気のせいかと思ったから戸締まりをしてリビングにいたの。すると
I thought I was imagining things. Still, I locked the door and stayed in the living room. Then... What did she see when she turned around?
誰かが私の部屋の前を通りかかったの。
I saw someone... That didn't look like someone approaching. That looked like someone walking past the window.
そのまま通り過ぎたから住人の誰かが非常階段を降りていくんだと思った。
They just walked right past. I thought maybe it was another resident going down the stairs. Understandable.
でも足音が明らかに私の部屋の前で止まった。そして
And then
ドアのところで何かをする物音が聞こえ始めたのよ。
I started hearing sounds at my door. What sounds though?
私、物音を立てないようにしながらドアに近づいたの。そしてドアスコープを覗いてみたのよ。
I stepped up to the peephole, trying not to make a sound. I looked through. Okay, well now it's understandable why she's so frightened.
ここに
The smiling man was here? Jesus Christ. Like, up until that point, it's like, oh, she could just be imagining things, but like, after seeing that, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, understandable.
驚いて私、倒れてしまったの。その物音でエミオは逃げたみたいね。
I was so startled that I collapsed. I think the smiling man heard me and ran.
先輩、俺ちょっと辺りを見てきます。まだどこかにいるかもしれない。
I'm gonna take a look around. He might still be nearby.
待って、私も行くわ。
I'm coming with you.
でも先輩、
But Kusae,
大丈夫。 私も刑事よ。
Shut it. I'm fine. I don't think. Actually, I'm not sure. No, KG, I don't think. I thought she said, "Shut up, I'm a police. I'm a detective. Whatever." But no, detective is Tante, not KG.
わかりました。ただし、先輩は俺から離れないでください。
Okay, just stay close to me, please.
分かったわ。
Let's go. And I guess.
探偵君、
Oh no.
悪いんだけど留守番を頼むよ。もし何かあったらすぐ連絡して。
Boy detective, you stay here. If anything happens, call me.
わかりました。お気をつけて。
Okay, I understand. Be careful. Understandable. We are not police. We are 19 years old. We should not be running around with them when there could be a killer nearby.
流れで一人で留守番することになってしまったけど。
So now I'm alone, but
いくら刑事とはいえ、女性の一人暮らしの部屋をエミオの姿をした何者かが訪ねてきたとすれば。
doesn't matter how experienced a detective you are. Living alone and seeing the smiling man at your door,
相当驚くことだろう。
anyone would be scared.
身の危険さえ覚えるに違いない。
Did not realize he was still speaking.
でも、あのクゼ刑事の怯え方はかなりのものだった。普段の彼女のイメージとかけ離れているように思う。
Still, seeing Detective Kuze frightened like that, it's a far cry from her usual demeanor. I guess think, because I don't know what we would do right now.
しかし、エミオと見られる人物はなぜクゼ刑事の家を訪ねてきたんだろう。
Why would someone dressed like the smiling man come to Detective Kuze's home?
まさかクゼ刑事を狙って。
Is he stalking Detective Kuze? Well, I mean, she is the one investigating the case that is intrinsically tied to the smiling man. So, like...
だとしたら目的は何だ。
And if he is, why? See my previous statement.
もしかして今回の事件を追っていることに気づいて襲おうとした。
Maybe she knows, maybe he knows she's on his case? See my prior statement.
とにかく奇妙な話だ。
What a weird story. Okay, look surroundings?
何かが落ちてる。
What's that? Something on the floor there? It's a tie.
ネクタイと封筒が落ちてる。
A necktie and an envelope are on the floor.
あ、そうか。これらが入った箱がどこかから落ちたんだな。
The box they were in must have fallen down.
どうしよう。勝手に触るのはまずいかもしれないけど。
What should I do? Maybe I should leave them alone?
このままにしておくのもな。
No, I probably shouldn't just leave them there. Okay.
やっぱり拾ってテーブルに置いておこう。
I should pick all that up and put it on the table.
そういえば、
Speaking of the smiling man,
エミは泣いている少女の前に現れるんだったな。
he supposedly appears in front of sad girls exclusively.
悲しい少女か。
Sad girls.
クゼ刑事もお兄さんが行方不明になっていることを考えると。
Considering the Detective Kuse's brother has been missing all these years,
悲しい少女ではあるが。
she is a kind of sad girl, but indeed.
クゼ刑事はもう大人の女性だ。 だからこそなぜここにという謎が深まるんだけど。
But Detective Kuze is a grown woman now. Why would he show up here? Hmm.
どうでした？
Did you find him? Obviously not.
いや、不審者を見たって人も特にいなくて。
Nope, and nobody saw anyone suspicious.
その代わり、ドアポストにこんなものが挟んであったんだ。
But I did find this tucked in the mail slot in the door. What? To Emiko.
先輩、本当に一人で大丈夫ですか？何かあったらすぐ呼んでくださいよ。
What the fuck? So maybe Junko's name is Emiko? Maybe she changed her name at some point? I don't... I'm lost. If there's one thing Famicom Detective Club games are good at doing, it's giving you a whole lot of clues, but still leaving you incredibly confused as to how all the clues fit together. Like, I have no idea where this is going. We're like almost through chapter 9 and I still don't know what the fuck is going on. Are you sure you're okay on your own? If you need anything, please call me.
神、ありがとう。
Yeah, thanks, Kami.
それでは失礼します。
Okay, we'll get going. Why is it hanging on the door? That was probably just a normal person walking by. But then this was Smiling Man. Did she... Had she previously seen him killing someone? Huh.
クゼ刑事のお家にエミオが現れたですって？
Wait, the Smiling Man showed up at Detective Kuze's house?
そうなんだよ。しかもその人物はドアポストに妙なものを入れていったんだ。
Yeah, and he left something strange in the mail slot in her door.
くしゃくしゃの紙にエミコへと書かれてて、紙留めがセロハンテープで貼り付けてあったんだよ。
A crumpled piece of paper with a hair clip taped to it. The paper had to Emiko written on it.
やだ、気味が悪いわ。
Oh wow, that's so creepy.
ただ、
Yeah, but... え？
いろいろと気になることがあってさ。推理に付き合ってくれる？
Sorry, I'm kind of scattered. Can you help me review my notes?
もちろんよ。
Of course. What was that Yumi doing today? She was supposed to go meet with the kid, but then we did that instead. So what did she do all day?
ドアポストに入っていた紙はクゼ刑事に当てたものだと思われる。その 姫では。
The most notable thing about the piece of paper found on the mail slot of Detective Kusei's door was the hair clip taped to it.
紙に貼り付けられていた紙留めだ。
It's a hair clip taped to the paper.
あの紙留めは久世刑事が子供の頃に持っていたものと同じものだった。
That hair clip was identical to one Detective Kusei had as a child.
本当に？
Really?
吉江さんが見せてくれたアルバムの中の写真に同じ紙留めをつけた幼い久世刑事が写っていたんだ。
Yes, I saw a picture of her wearing the clip in an album Yoshie, her grandmother, showed me.
あの紙留めは久世刑事が大事な家族からもらったプレゼントなんだ。それは
The clip was a gift from a member of Detective Kusei's family. The person who gave it to her was her mother.
お母さんからの贈り物だ。
It was a gift from her mother.
あの紙留めを子供の頃の久世刑事は宝物だと言って毎日身につけていたらしいんだけど。
Detective Kusei wore the hair clip every day as a child. She called it her treasure.
吉江さんは誠さんが失踪した日以来見ていないと言っていた。
Yoshie said it's been missing since the day Makoto disappeared. Oh?
それじゃあ手紙に貼り付けられた紙留めが。
Do you think the hair clip she got is the same one she had as a girl?
もちろん久世刑事のものだと決まったわけじゃない。そんなに珍しいものでもなさそうだし。
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's a super rare style or anything.
久世刑事は何か言ってたの？
What did Detective Kusei say about it?
特に何も。でもあの紙留めを見た時の久世刑事の反応がまず気になったんだ。
Nothing really. I watched for her reaction,
気づいていたんじゃないかと思う。
and I feel like she recognized it. He was still speaking.
同じものだって。でも本人が言わない以上僕が口にすることじゃないから。
But she didn't say it was hers, and we shouldn't jump to conclusions.
確かにそうね。
Yeah, you're right. I get the feeling. So, assuming this is the same smiling man and it's not someone who inherited the bag from the previous smiling man or something. Assuming it's the same one, from what we saw of like Kusei's little flashback there, I'm guessing on the night she and Makoto fought, Makoto ran out. When her grandparents came home, Kusei ran out to try and find Makoto. She witnessed the smiling man killing someone. The final victim, I guess. Oh no, the final victim happened before Makoto went missing, I think. But she witnessed the smiling man killing someone, and when she tried to get out of there, she lost her hair clip in the process. The smiling man held on to that, and is now trying to give it back to her. Now, as for the smiling man's motives, I have no fucking clue. Okay, so we keep speaking then, I guess.
あ、そういえば
Oh, I meant to ask.
あなた南第三中学校に行ってきたんでしょ？滝口くんからどんなお話が聞けたの？
You went to Minami Daisan Junior High School. What did you hear from Kohei?
滝口くんから聞けた話はどれも基本的に聞いたことがある情報ばかりだったんだけど、
Just a lot of stories I've heard before.
実は自分から話したいことがあったんじゃなくて、
He didn't really have anything he wanted to tell us.
僕たちに聞きたいことがあったんだよ。
He wanted to ask something.
え、一体何を？
Huh? What was it?
滝口くんは佐々木くんが殺されたんじゃなくて、
Kohei said he didn't think Eisuke was killed.
自殺なんじゃないかと考えたようなんだ。
He said he thought it might be suicide. Wait. if you recall, back when we saw that TV program about the Smiling Man, we got a weird flash of someone who is probably supposed to be who the Smiling Man is under the mask, considering I think his eyes looked the same as in the Kusei flashback. He mentioned that he gave a paper bag to Emiko, and here he is referring to Kusei as Emiko, right? And then there's the tie that looked like it had some sort of logo on it. I think this is a wild theory. Please do not tell me if I'm correct or incorrect. I'm just theorizing right now. What if it's not the same killer? What if Kohei is right? Eisuke actually did end himself. Maybe he even hung himself with the tie. And Kusei, riding the motorcycle, happened to see him at the side of the road. She then, took him down, I guess took the tie to hide the evidence, and put the bag over his head in order to get people to start looking into the Smiling Man case again, because her brother is inextricably tied to the Smiling Man case. And by reigniting that investigation, she could get people to start looking into her brother again. Wild theory. I could be completely off base, because clearly the Smiling Man does exist and he did still kill people in the past. But I don't know if he killed Eisuke, because it doesn't match the MO. Anyway, let's continue talking. He thought it might be suicide. What?
佐々木くんに殺されるような理由はない。最近の様子から見て自殺を疑うべきだ。
You know, because of the way Eisuke was behaving right before he died.
ただ新聞を見てもよくわからない。そこで
Oh, and maybe the letter that we found with that tie was like maybe a rejection letter or something. Like maybe he didn't get into the school. But then why would he get a tie with the insignia of the school if he didn't get into it? Maybe he did get into it, but he was still just upset over the fight he had with the girl whose name I forget. But he wasn't sure since he just had the newspaper story to go on.
探偵の僕たちなら報道されていない情報を何か知ってるんじゃないかと考えたんだよ。
He thought maybe we could tell him things that weren't being reported on. So he asked us about that.
そうだったの。
Oh, that's why he...
でも佐々木くんが発見された様子からは自殺というのは考えにくいわよね。
But how could it have been a suicide? The way Eisuke was found.
そもそも異様な事件だし、私たちにも犯人の動機自体がまだ見えない状況だけど。
What a bizarre case. We still don't even know the killer's motive.
そうなんだよね。だからその場では何も言えなくて。
I didn't say anything to Kohei right then and there. I mean, I couldn't. Not really.
竹口くんには僕たちが必ず事件を解決するよって約束をすることしかできなかったんだ。
All I could do is promise him we'd solve the case.
そう。
Agreed.
滝口くん、そういうことだったのね。
So that's why Kohei wanted to talk. Okay, so now we think, I guess?
あ、そうそう。福山先輩にも会っていろいろ話したよ。
Why is this under think? This is very clearly more talking. Oh, and I met and talked to Fukuyama. He... Um... Eh? That face. He's certainly a student-oriented and funny teacher. He says with a bit of a grimace. Yes. I understand why Ayumi always smiles when she talks about her senpai. So, spill. Huh? Huh? Did you like Fukuyama? What? Yeah, he seems, you know, nice. Good, I had a feeling you two would get along. ... Yeah, get along is a strong word. He's certainly someone I want to get to know a little better. Now do we ask? Okay. Alright, I need to tell her about Mama Shoko. There's one other thing I learned today that could be helpful. What is it? Detective Kamihara introduced me to someone known as Mama Shoko. She runs a Shoko bar in Kofuku City. And she told me a story about how she met the Smiling Man 18 years ago. She survived meeting the Smiling Man? That's right. But how? She said she laughed at him. She laughed so hard he walked away. If you laugh when you meet him, he'll walk away. That's exactly like the urban legend. Yeah, it surprised me too. Urban legends are mostly about people getting killed because they do something forbidden. You know, I feel like not all urban legends are about people getting killed, but sure. Maybe I'm just not up to date on my urban legends. And it seems like they always involve anonymous people you'll never know. So... when you meet someone who lived through one, wow. It all suddenly seems so real. Yeah, we shouldn't think of it as just an urban legend anymore. That and... the Smiling Man Mama Shoko met, and the one who came to Detective Kuze's apartment. I have a reason to believe they're the same person. Really? Mama Shoko's story and the piece of paper left at Detective Kuze's have a name in common. It's... Emiko. It's It's Emiko.
エミコ人の名前よね。
Emiko? Is that a person's name? It's the smiling girl.
ママさんはエミコって声をかけられたと言っていたし。
Yeah, probably. Mama Shoko said the smiling man called her Emiko.
ママさんの名前がエミコってこと？
Is her real name Emiko or something?
それが違うんだ。
No, it's not.
どういうこと？久世刑事の下の名前もエミコじゃないわよね。
And Detective Kusei's first name isn't Emiko either, is it?
そう。久世刑事の名前は純子だ。
No, it's Junko. Hmm.
ママさんも本名は宮下道夫でエミコじゃない。
And Mama Shoko's real name is Michio Miyashita.
じゃあエミコって一体誰なのかしら？
So then who the heck is Emiko?
全くわからないよ。
No idea.
事件の謎は深まるばかりだけど。
Oh, the sun's out. It was raining all yesterday. And now it's sunny. Lovely. This case keeps getting weirder.
あなたが冷静に向き合ってくれているおかげで着実に真実に迫っている。そう感じるわ。
But I think your hard work is getting us closer to the truth. Also, just being in the right place at the right time and getting lucky.
そうなのかな。
Yeah? You think so?
そうよ。自信を持って。
I do. Keep it up.
今日も大変な一日だったわね。本当にお疲れ様。
It was another tough day. Hey today, but you did great. Talk?
どうかしたの？
What's wrong? Think?
そういえば久世刑事の家に落ちていたあの箱。
I keep thinking about that box I found on the floor at Detective Kusei's
や
place.
はりそのままにしといた方が良かったかな。
Maybe I shouldn't have touched it.
どうかしたの？
Something wrong?
うん。ちょっと気になってることがあるんだ。
Hmm? Oh, I'm just thinking.
久世刑事の家で一人で待っていた時、箱が床に落ちててさ。
I was alone in Detective Kusei's apartment and there was a box that had been knocked to the floor.
中身も出ちゃってたのに気づいたから拾った方がいいかなと思って。
A few things seemed to have spilled out of it, so I picked them up and put them back inside.
中のものを箱に戻してテーブルに置いたんだけど、ちょっと勝手なことしちゃったかなって。
After it was all put back together, I left the box on her table, but now I'm wondering if I shouldn't have.
微妙なところね。入っていたものにもよると思うけど。
Depends, I guess. What was in it?
新品っぽい封筒と赤茶と白かなのストライプのネクタイだったよ。
An envelope that looked brand new and a striped tie. I want to say the tie was reddish brown and white.
ネクタイ？
A tie?
模様のようなものも入ってたけど、どんなものだったかまでは覚えてないや。
Yeah, it had a pattern on it, but I don't remember exactly what it looked like, despite this flashback showing exactly what it looked like.
ねえ、久世刑事ってよくネクタイを締めてるの？
Does Detective Kusei usually wear a tie?
別に毎日会ってるわけじゃないからな。
There was a long pause at the start, I guess to get in like the animation of him shrugging before speaking. It's not like I'm around her every day,
でも僕は閉めてるところを見たことないよ。
but I've never seen her wear one, no.
そっか。私が警察署でお会いした時も閉めてなかったと思うし。
Yeah, I don't think she was wearing one when I met her at the police station.
ちょっと気になるから調べてみるね。
Huh. I'll pay attention when I see her next.
何か分かったらまた教えて。
Cool, let me know what you find out. Speaking of find out, what were you doing today, Ayumi?
ところで明日なんだけど、
Oh, by the way, about tomorrow.
もう一回幸福駅前で聞き込みをしてみようと思うんだ。
I think I'm going to go back to Kofuku Station and try canvassing again.
わかったわ。何か新しい情報が得られるといいわね。
Sounds good. Hopefully you get some new information. That'd be nice.
そういえば、鎌田警部の具合が悪そうだって言っていたわよね。
By the way, you mentioned Inspector Kamada wasn't feeling well?
あ、そうそう。今日本人に会って話が聞けたんだ。
Oh yeah, I talked to him today.
警部、無理な体勢になったせいでぎっくり腰をやっちゃったんだってさ。
He said that he threw out his back when he reached for something.
そうだったの？大変なのね、刑事さんの仕事って。
Oh no. It's a tough job, isn't it, being a detective? I think he's just old. Chapter 10? Chapter 10. Minoru Suzuki. Finally chasing down this plot thread, are we?
普段ネクタイを締めない女性の家にそれが落ちてるのってやっぱり変だよね。
Is it strange for someone who doesn't wear ties to have one in their home? Do I have any ties? I might have one laying around somewhere, but it's like shoved at like the back of my closet or something.
誰かへの贈り物って考えることもできるかもしれないけど、
I suppose it could be a gift for someone, but
久世刑事のお父さんもおじいさんもすでに他界されてるらしいし、
Detective Kuze's father and grandfather have passed away.
誠さん、鎌田警部、上原刑事用とか？
Oh no.
でも
They do say Keiji when referring to a detective. So perhaps she actually was saying, "Hey, I'm a detective. It's fine. I can handle this." Anyway, something she's holding on to. Maybe Inspector Kamada or Detective Kamihara. Something she's holding on to for Makoto.
赤茶と白のストライプで模様があるネクタイ。最近どこかで見た気がするのよね。
I'd swear I saw a tie with reddish brown and white stripes somewhere recently.
赤茶と白のストライプで柄があるネクタイ。どこで見たんだっけ？
A tie with reddish brown and white stripes and a pattern on it. Where did I see one? Is it? Hold on. Oh, I can't check my case notes from here. The Ace Attorney series is so much more convenient. You just press a button and it all comes up. You don't have to select it from the menu. I'm guessing maybe it's the school uniform of Minami Daisan. Also, I like that we're now playing as Ayumi right from the start of the chapter, presumably because Taro was just doing the boring job of asking random people, "Hey, do you recognize this man?" And they're just like, "Nah, just have Ayumi go do stuff while Taro's busy." Review, I guess.
最近彼が言ってた特徴のネクタイをどこかで見た気がするのは。
I think I've recently seen a tie with the features that Taro mentioned. Well, can't have been for sale in a shop. We haven't seen Ayumi going to any shops.
似たようなネクタイを締めている人を見たから。
I saw someone wearing a similar tie.
きっとそう。
That must be it.
私が最近会った人たちの中でネクタイを締めている人は3人いたはず。
I've met 3 people wearing ties
そ
recently.
れは
They were... There's Dice. Dice is wearing a tie. Okay, there's one. Then... Iya. Oh, that's the tie. Oh, my theory is looking... Oh no. Yeah, I'm almost convinced now. Eisuke wasn't murdered. He went out to the pump station, hung himself using his tie, and Kuze disguised the body as a smiling man victim in order to get the case reopened. Oh no. Yeah, they have bows, not ties. Let me just check everyone else, because I don't think it's... Maybe it is Shunsuke, but just check that there's no one else wearing ties. Oh, she hasn't met Kamada, has she? Because he wasn't there on the night when she came to the police station. Alright, let's go with Mr. Yeah.
上原刑事、それから南第三中学校の男子生徒の3人だわ。
Mr. Utsugi, Detective Kamihara, and a boy from Minami Daisan Junior High School.
この3人の中で赤茶と白のストライプに模様の入ったネクタイを締めていたのは
Of the three, the one wearing a reddish brown and white striped tie with a pattern on it was... Oh boy.
南第三中学校の子。
That boy from Minami Daisan Junior High School.
そうだわ。校門であった彼が締めていたネクタイがそんなデザインだったわ。
Yes, it was the boy I met at the school gate. The tie he wore had that design.
ネクタイ借りられないかしら。
I wonder if I can borrow one of those ties.
こういう時に頼るべきなのは
At times like this, I should turn to help from... We should contact Fukuyama and see, like, hey, can I get one of those ties? Hello?
先輩、こんにちは。立花です。突然お電話してしまってすみません。
Hello, it's Tachibana. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
ちょっとご相談したいことが。
There's something I'd like to talk about if you have the time.
何を謝っているんだ、立花。
No need to apologize, Tachibana.
ちょうど担当している授業が終わったところだ。それに
I just finished a class, and you know...
俺は君からのモーニングコールをいつでも待っているんだぞ。
I'm always happy to get a wake-up call from you. What?
もうお昼近いんだけど。
Huh? It's almost noon.
それでどうしたんだ。立花からの相談に乗らない理由などないわけだが。
So what's up? I've got some time to talk.
はい。どうしても先輩にご相談したいことがあるんです。
Okay, good. I have a favor to ask.
もしやそれは俺にしかできないことなのか。何なりと言ってくれ、立花。
Oh, is it something only I can do? Whatever you need, Tachibana, I'm your man.
南第三中学校の男子生徒のネクタイをお借りできないでしょうか。
May I borrow a tie from one of the boys at your school?
ネクタイ。
A tie?
はい。数日ほどお借りできると嬉しいんですけど。
Yeah, if I can. Just for a few days.
なるほど。
Okay.
それであれば学校にサンプルがあったはずだ。サンプルなら立花に貸しても問題ないだろう。
There should be uniform samples at the school. I can't imagine there's a problem with lending you a sample.
本当ですか。助かります。
Really? Thank you.
で、何本必要なんだ。10本以上とかになると正直厳しい。
How many did you need? Might be tough getting you more than 10.
いえ、そんなにはいらないです。
Oh, thank you, but I don't need that many.
遠慮は無用だぞ、立花。
But if you did, I'd find a way. Bro, I can see I need to like sit like back and further from the mic because I keep like peeking it whenever I get loud while sitting close like this.
今日これから中学校の方にお伺いしても大丈夫ですか？
Is it okay if I come see you at the school today?
ああ、もちろんだ。俺が君にノーを言うわけないだろ、立花。
Yes, of course. Anything you need, Tachibana. Always.
そうですね。
Ah, okay.
もちろん答えはイエスだ。
I am always here for you.
ではまた到着したらお電話しますね。
Then I'll call you when I arrive.
わかった。首を伸ばしながら待ってるよ。
Understood. I'll be waiting eagerly.
支度して出かけなくっちゃ。
I'd best get ready and go.
今日も冴えてるわね。
I'm brilliant today. Hehehe. Meanwhile,
よし、今日も幸福して聞き込みだ。事件の手がかり、誠さんの情報を見つけるぞ。
okay, I'm here to ask around in the heart of Kofuku City again to see if I can learn anything about Makoto. I thought we were asking about Minoru.
というものの、当てずっぽう感は否めない。
Can't help but feel like I'm shooting in the dark a bit though.
いやいや、とにかく行動だ。前向きに考えよう。
No, I need to think positively. The case won't solve itself if I'm just sitting around the office. This guy's back.
すみません。
Okay, I was thinking like maybe this guy is actually Makoto and the fact that we weren't able to speak to him is actually relevant. But looking at him from this angle, he doesn't look as close. From the other angle, where it's just the smaller artwork, he does look kind of like it, but from this angle, not as much. Pardon me. Welcome, we're already open, you can just go in.
店員さん以前もこんな感じだったな。
Is he always like this?
僕は探偵なんですが、少しでいいのでお話を聞かせてもらえませんか。
I'm a detective. Are you free to answer some questions? Won't take but a minute.
なんだ、見た顔だと思ったらまたあんたか。悪いけど他を当たってよ。俺仕事中なんだよね。
Oh, it's you again. Sorry, but you'll have to find someone else to pester. I'm working. Also, he's described as a teen, so I guess it couldn't be Makoto. Since Kusei is an adult now, Makoto would also be an adult.
失礼しました。
Sorry to bother you. What about Curry? Oh, so he's not working here. He's just a fan.
すみません。
Excuse me. Curry. Love it. What? Damn place is closed and I am hungry.
あいってしまった。
Oh, he's gone. I thought he was an employee, but I guess not. Oh, this is the guy who gave us trouble last time.
おじいさん、前に話を聞こうとしたらいろいろと誤解があって怒らせちゃったんだっけ。
I tried talking to him before. There were a lot of misunderstandings, and I think he's angry at me.
かけるのはやめておこう。
Yeah, let's not talk to him again. Tissue lady?
少しお話を聞かせてもらえませんか。
Can I ask you a few questions?
もちろん。ティッシュをもらってくれるならね。
Of course, as long as you'll take a pack of tissues.
じゃあ一ついただきます。
What? Oh, okay. I'll take one.
ありがとう。それで何が聞きたいの？
Thank you. So, what did you want to ask me? So, we're asking about Makoto today.
ご
Um,
めん、わかんない。
sorry, I don't know. What about this guy?
この鈴木みのるという人物見かけませんでしたか？
So we are asking about Minoru. Why did he say at the start that we're asking about... How... Did I say... We are asking about Minoru. Why did he say at the start that we're asking about Makoto? Have you seen this person? His name is Minoru Suzuki.
見てないね。
Nope, haven't seen him.
そうですか。
Okay, thank you.
質問は終わり？じゃ、仕事に戻るね。
Are you done asking questions? Good, then I'll get back to work.
ご協力ありがとうございました。
Thank you. Now I guess we look around to see who else is here. There are quite a few restaurants and stores in front of the station. Lots of people too. Hey yo! Who dis?
少しお話を。
Oh, they did. Do we not get a close up of them? Hi, can I speak to you for a minute?
え、俺今急いでんだよ。
With me? I'm in a hurry right now.
見りゃわかんだろ。悪いな。
Can't you tell? Sorry.
すいません。
Okay, thank you.
こういう日もある。
Everyone has tough days, right? Maybe if I say it enough, I'll believe it. They really made a character design like that just to use it for a character who briefly shows up, says, oh, I'm in a hurry, sorry, and then leaves. There's so much detail in that character design. They couldn't have just made it some, like, generic person. It feels like such a waste. What is going on here?
邪魔して悪いしやめておこう。
I don't want to interrupt. It looks like something untoward is happening here. Maybe it's just too small for me to see otherwise, but it looks like he's harassing her. Okay, I guess we're not interrupting them.
すいません。ちょっとお時間ありますか？
Excuse me, do you have a minute?
あ、なんだ？
What?
僕は宇津木探偵事務所の探偵なんですが、今人を探していまして。
I'm a detective with the Itsugi Detective Agency, and I'm looking for someone.
初めて見たわ探偵って。俺でよければ力になるよ。
I've never met a detective before. How can I help you?
ありがとうございます。では早速。
I'm curious now. Does I want to look something up. Detective. Oh no, yeah. Tante is in fact just detective. I was curious if maybe because like they always refer to Taro as Tante, whereas when they were talking about Kuze and like Kamada, they refer to them as Keiji. Maybe. No, okay. Let me see what Keiji translates. Oh, Keiji means police. Okay. Because I was curious if maybe there was like... Maybe they had different words for like a detective and a private investigator. And maybe they do. Because Keiji means police, so... Anyway, I just need you to look at... Hey, break's over. Get back in here. Oh, damn. Sorry, detective. Back to the salt mines. See you around. Well, damn. Is it too much to ask for a random passerby to have the answers to all my questions? Don't interrupt. Just check that it's the same for both of them. Yeah, okay. What does he say if I look at these two instead of... Looks like a high school boy. He's flirting with the girl he's with. Is that what flirting looks like? Why has he got his arms on her shoulders? It looks like a high school girl. She seems friendly with the boy she's hanging out with. Clearly, I have very heavily misinterpreted what this sprite is supposed to be representing, because it really looks like he's grabbing her by the shoulders and shaking her. Why don't I just go talk to Mama Shoko? He was still speaking. He's so quiet when he's thinking. I can't heckin' hear him over the music. Why don't I just go talk to Mama Shoko? She said she was born and raised in this town. I bet Shoko Bar isn't open for lunch. Although, Mama's full of surprises, her place might be open during the day. Okay. Travel, I guess. Looks like it's closed after all. Oh well. What the fuck? I can hear some kind of commotion inside. Ah, get away from me, no! That was a scream, and it sounded like Mama Shoko. Let's get in there. Mama Shoko, are you okay? What the hell are you doing coming out of nowhere? Don't scare me like that. Hey, you're the little one from last night. Why are you here? Are you okay? I heard a scream. Let me guess, it was like a rat or a spider or something. Scream? What are you, Oh, I was cleaning when that thing came at me. Thing? Was it a roach or? I was chasing it with insecticide when it turned on me. That son of a bitch came right at me. Yeah, I can't say anything. I am also very much not a fan of roaches. Oh, I'm sorry. I've known a few people that's happened to, and it's always scary. I couldn't help but to scream. It's damn embarrassing. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. Hahaha, I'm fine.
いつもこんな時間から仕事を始めているんですか？
Do you always start work at this hour?
いや、いつもはもうちょっと遅い時間からだね。
I usually start a little later, but
昨べはあんたたちが帰ってすぐに店を閉めたんだよ。早い時間だったけど、たまにはいいかって。
I closed up last night right after you left. It was early, but sometimes early is good.
で、今日はちょっと早めに出てきて、店の掃除をしてたら。
So I came in a little early today to clean up. And then
あれが出たってわけですね。
you were attacked by that thing. The sea.
そういうこと。それで、探偵の坊やは何をしに来たんだい？
And that's that. So what's my little one up to?
ゆうべ、ママさんが本当は地元の人だと分かったんで、改めてお話を聞かせてもらえればと思ったんです。
Last night you mentioned you grew up around here. There's more I'd like to ask you about that.
なるほどね。かわいい坊やの頼みだ。協力するよ。
Is that it? Is that it? Well, little one, as long as it's you doing the asking, I'll happily cooperate. In other words, don't fucking bring Kamihara over here.
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
Really? Thank you. I think we'll start by showing these.
昨日から見せてくるけど、そりゃ一体誰なのさ。
You showed me this last night, but who is it?
鈴木みのるという18年前の事件の関係者なんです。
Minoru Suzuki. He's part of the case that happened 18 years ago.
そういうことかい。
Oh. Oh, hey, we can get this.
鈴木みのるね。
Minoru Suzuki.
悪いけど、やっぱり聞いたことない名前だよ。
Nah, sorry. I haven't heard that name before. Okie dokie. What about this one?
で、誰なんだいそれ。
And who is that?
18年前に行方不明になった少年の現在の姿を予想して描かれた似顔絵です。
Sorry, had to sneeze. It's a sketch of a boy who went missing 18 years ago, but drawn how he might look today.
何度見ても心当たりないね。
Nothing about him is familiar, no matter how many times I look at it. Fair enough. No, I didn't mean to do that.
ゆうべも言った通り、事件のことはよく覚えてるさ。ただね。
Like I said last night, little one, I remember the whole thing, it's just...
当時の私は自分のことで精一杯だったから、正直どうでもいい事件だったんだよ。
At the time, I was so occupied with my own life that I didn't pay attention to the case at all.
自分と同じくらいの弱いの子がひどい目に遭ってるっての。
It was a lousy time for a kid no older than you, but
当時の私は自分のことで精一杯だったからね。
at the time I was so occupied with my own life. Okay, observations, I guess?
私の叫び声を聞いて店に飛び込んでくるなんて勇気があるじゃないか。
You're very brave to come running when you heard my screams. Oh, it's spring now. Maybe all the pollen's coming out and that's why my nose is fucked. Could be. Or my house is just really... My apartment, rather, is just really fucking dusty and I need it clean. That could be it, too. Think, maybe? Oops. The only clues I have right now are my sketches. I guess I could have a look at them again. I already did. Do we ask about Suzuki again, then?
その名前に心当たりはないね。
Nah, that name doesn't ring a bell. Okay, so do I just show her to them a second time?
すみません。 一度よく見てもらえますか。
Could you please take one more good look at it?
何度見せられても見たことない顔だね。あの変態の素顔がこんなだったのかもしれないけどさ。
I don't know what he expected there. She already said she doesn't recognize him. I can look at it all day, but I've still never seen him before.
そもそも想像で描いた似顔絵なんだろ。実際の顔とは違うんじゃないのか。
The thing is, this is just a sketch drawn from someone's imagination. He probably looks very different.
ママさんの言う通りだけど、今の僕にはこれが唯一の手がかりだ。
Mama Shoko's right, but this is the only clue I have to work with right now. Think?
続きのことは知らないみたいだ。
I guess she really doesn't know anything about Minoru Suzuki.
続き
Okay, then what now?
心配してくれてありがとうよ。おうや。
Thanks for your concern, little one.
もしかしてその男が犯人なのかい？そんなわけないか。
You think maybe this guy's the murderer? Nah, there's no way.
そうなのかもしれませんが、よくわかっていません。
Maybe, but I'm really not sure either.
何らかの形で事件に関わっている可能性は高そうです。
It does seem likely he's involved in some way.
18年前の連続少女殺人事件の最初の被害者の少女と接触があったらしくって。
He's connected to the first female victim from 18 years ago.
最初の被害者？なんて名前なんだい？その女の子。
The first victim? What was her name?
橋爪彩香という当時17歳の少女です。
Ayaka Hashizume. She was 17 years old at the time.
18年前に17歳か。
She would-
私と同い年だね、その子。
She would have been the same age as me. Oh?
橋爪彩香。
Ayaka Hashizume.
彩香って友達はいたけど、名字は知らないね。
I had a friend named Ayaka, but I never knew what her last name was. Huh. Do people just not know each other's last names? I guess most of the friends I've made, like in real life, have been from school, and then you know your name is in the class roll. So I guess, oop, that's the bottom of my desk. I guess it was easy for me to learn everyone's surnames. How is that?
似たような境遇の子は似たようなところに集まるから知り合いになることが多いのさ。
Kids in similar situations tend to end up in similar places. Bonds form.
でもみんな下の名前でしか名乗らない。自分の名字が嫌いだからね。そういう家の子たちは。
Usually those kids don't like the sound of their own last names, you know? Family trouble. Ayaka... Her dad was suspected of being the one who killed her. Huh. Hmm.
私の知り合いがその子だったとしても詳しいことはわからないね。
Even if it was the Ayaka that I knew, I don't remember any real
あんまり
details.
お互いのことは話さないんだよ。うちらみたいなのは。
Kids like us never talked about ourselves much.
実は橋爪彩香さんが殺された日、彼女の父親も亡くなったんです。
The day Ayaka Hashizume was killed, her father also died.
なんでまた。
What? How?
橋爪さんのお宅が火事で全焼して焼死されたんです。
Mr. Hashizume's house was destroyed by fire. He was burned to death.
火事。
Fire? My god.
そういえばその頃確かに火事があったの。
Now that you say that, I remember there was a fire around that time. Oh?
それがその火事なのかどうかは知らないけど、少なくともこの町じゃなかったね。
I don't know for sure if it could be the same fire. The only thing I know for sure is it wasn't in this town.
だから橋爪彩香ちゃんは私の知らない子だよ。離れた町のことは付き合いなかったしね。
Wait. Oh yeah. Only thing I know for sure is that it wasn't in this town. That's why I didn't think the Ayaka I knew was Ayaka Shizume. I didn't know anyone from anywhere else.
そうなんですね。
Ah, okay.
もしかして。
Still though. Could it be? What's that?
その火事が彩香ちゃんちかどうかはわかんないんだけどさ。
I don't know if the fire was at Ayaka's house or somewhere else, but... Observations.
その親父が犯人なんじゃないのか？
Do you think the father was the killer?
よくわかんないけどさ。酔っ払って娘を殺して、寝タバコで火事を起こして。
Maybe he got drunk, killed his daughter, and started a fire when he fell asleep smoking.
父親が犯人というのはなさそうなんです。
I think it's unlikely that's what happened.
違ったかい。そりゃ残念。残念はないか。
No, that's too bad. I guess too bad isn't what I mean.
だからもう一人の男が疑わしいのですが、事件の日から未だ行方不明で。
So that's why I suspect the other guy, even though he's still missing all these years later.
それが鈴木みのるって男なんだね。
Minoru Suzuki?
はい。ただ
Yeah, it's just...
鈴木はもう亡くなってるんじゃないかと警察は考えているみたいなんですよ。
The police think Minoru is dead. Oh?
逆に聞くけどさ、なんで鈴木は死んだって思われてるんだい？
I gotta ask, why do people think Minoru is dead?
実は鈴木は大怪我をしたまま行方がわからなくなっているんです。
Well, he's missing, and might have been badly injured.
自宅アパートにかなりの血痕が残されていたそうで、
Apparently there was quite a bit of blood left behind in his apartment.
それですでに死んでいるのではないかと考える向きがあるようなんです。
So some people think he might already be dead. Oh,
その自宅アパートっての、当時私が住んでた家の近所のアパートのことだよ、きっと。
I wonder if that apartment is the one near where I was living. Oh? What?
18年前のある日、近所のアパートに警察車両が数台来たんだ。
Yeah, I remember a couple cop cars pulled up to the neighboring apartment. Oh, and there she is in the background there, with the blonde hair. Or I guess less blonde, more like bright yellow.
なんだろうと思って様子を見てたら、刑事がそのアパートの一室に出たり入ったりしてて。
A detective was in and out of one apartment over and over, so I started to wonder what was going on.
アパートの大家が興奮しながら刑事になんだかんだ言ってたんだよ。
The landlord was following the detective around frantically, telling him what had happened. Oh?
そのアパートの一室が血だらけで住んでた男がいなくなったって話は後から聞いたのさ。
The story got around that the apartment was soaked in blood and the man who lived there was missing.
その時はふーんくらいにしか思わなかったけど、今思うとその鈴木って男のことだったんだろうね。
At the time, I didn't really believe it, but now I sure do wonder if it was that Suzuki guy.
ママさん、その町ってどこなんですか？
Be a wild coincidence if it wasn't. Mama Shoko, where were you living then?
ああ、私がその頃住んでたのは 亀松町って町さ。
It was Kamematsu.
この店がある瀬川町の南側にある海沿いの町だよ。
It's a seaside neighborhood just south of Sagawa.
亀松町。
Kamematsu.
亀松町へ行ってみよう。
Let's go to Kamematsu Station. Okay.
ママさん、ありがとうございます。僕、亀松町に行ってみます。
Thank you, Mama. I'm headed to Kamematsu.
ちょいとお待ち。
Wait a minute. Huh? Huh?
こんな情報、警察に聞けばよかったんじゃないのかい？あんた、警察に知り合いがいるじゃないか。
Why didn't you ask the police for this information? You know people on the force.
いや、警察にもいろいろと事情がありまして。
They have a lot of their own stuff they're dealing with, and I thought the reason was that they're like, no, it's confidential, we can't tell you this stuff. Like, he literally just gave us the name and the picture, so I assume they're not allowed to tell us anything else.
ほらごらんよ、警察なんて当てにならないんだよ。
See? I told you, you can't count on the cops.
警察が捜査情報をベラベラ喋るわけにはいかないか。
There we go. But I guess the police can't just share information with everyone who asks. Ha 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 ha.
言っといで、坊や。変態相手なんだから、十分気をつけるんだよ。
Should get going, little one. You're dealing with a murderer, so be careful.
はい、行ってきます。
I will. Goodbye. Now, do we switch back to Ayumi while Taro is traveling? We do not.
ここが亀松町か。幸福駅前とはまた雰囲気が違うな。
Kamematsu Station is a totally different feel than Kofuku Station.
独特な活気を感じる街であると同時に。
It's a really cool place. Vibrant, I guess you'd say.
18年前におびただしい結婚を残したまま姿を消した男が住んでいた街。
It's also where a man disappeared in a trail of blood.
もしその男こそが鈴木みのるだとすれば、この街には事件の手がかりがあるに違いない。
If that man really was Minoru Suzuki, there might be a clue to the case around here. Alright, let's start talking to folks.
すみません。少しお話を聞かせていただけませんか。
Hi, sorry to intrude, but may I ask you a few questions?
なんかようですかいの。
Huh? Can I help you?
僕は宇津木探偵事務所の探偵でして、今人を探しているんです。
I'm with the Itsugi Detective Agency, and I'm looking for someone.
この町もずいぶん様子が変わりましてな。昔あった家も人もずいぶん少のなっとりますからな。
Okay. The town's different than how it was, but I know how it used to be. What does that... What? What does that have to do with anything? Hey, do you recognize this dude?
最近この似顔絵の人物を見かけませんでしたか。
Have you seen the person in this sketch recently?
鈴木みのるという人で、18年前にこの辺りに住んでいたんですが。
His name is Minoru Suzuki. He used to live in this area.
見たことあるような。最近物忘れがひどなりましてな。
Maybe I've seen him before? I don't remember. So much is different than it used to be. Oh?
もしかして知って。
Well, do you know if...
それにこの町もずいぶん様子が変わりましてな。昔あった家も人もずいぶん少のなっとりますからな。
She's rambling, isn't she? It's the town that's different, mostly. The number of houses. There's not as many of them, you know.
あ、そうですか。
Ah.
毎度おおきに。
Heh. Anyway, thanks for showing that to me. What about this one?
見たことあるような。最近物忘れがひどなりましてな。
I think I've seen him? Maybe? I've been bad at remembering things lately. Eh?
もしかして知って。
Okay then, do you know...
この町もずいぶん様子が変わりましてな。昔あった家も人もずいぶん少のうなっとりますからな。
There's fewer people around than they used to be.
そうですか。
Ah.
毎度おきに。
Hehe, thank you for chatting.
おばあさん、ありがとうございました。
Thank you, ma'am.
今年で80になります。はいはい。
Hehe, you're cute. Can you imagine? I'll be 80 this year. It's true. Okay. Sure. What about the man jogging in the back? Oh no, he's got headphones on. You don't interrupt someone with headphones on.
あの、 すいません、お話を。
Excuse me, do you have a moment? Damn, those headphones must have some real good sound canceling.
言ってしまった。
And he's gone.
音楽を聴いていて気づかなかったみたいだ。
He was really into his music and didn't even notice me.
気持ちよさそうに船を漕いでいる。起こすのが悪いから声をかけるのはやめよう。
Wait, she's asleep? She looks really comfortable. I don't want to wake her up. She's at the store window. She can't be asleep. Okay. What about man with dog?
ちょっとよろしいでしょうか。
Excuse me, have you got a moment?
なんだ
Huh? What is it?
僕は宇津木探偵事務所の探偵なのですが、ちょっとお聞きしたいことが。
I'm with the Itsugi Detective Agency. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
へえ、探偵。探偵って儲かるのか
Oh, a detective! Do you make a lot of money as a detective? Do I what?
儲かるんなら俺も雇ってくれよ。仕事を辞めたばかりで金がねえ、マジで。
If being a detective is good money, then you should hire me. I just quit my job and I'm broke.
募集はしていないと思います。
I don't think we're recruiting.
そっか。
Aw, damn.
まあいいや。で、話って何よ
Well, okay. What do you want to talk about? Okay, then.
この鈴木みのるという男性を知りませんか。以前この辺りに住んでいたのですが。
I'm wondering if you know this man? His name is Minoru Suzuki. He used to live in this area.
見覚えないな。鈴木っていう名前も聞いたことないね。
I don't recognize him, and I've never heard the name.
そうですか。
Okay, thank you. What about Makoto?
誰だこれ。
Let's see.
ごめん。わかんないや。
Sorry, I don't know him.
ごめんな、何にもわからなくて。それじゃ。
Nope, sorry, don't know anything. See ya.
いえ、ご協力ありがとうございました。
Okay, thank you. We're not gonna get anywhere, are we? We're just gonna go around, talk to everyone, and no one's going to just conveniently have the answers for us.
すみません。
Hi,
いらっしゃいいらっしゃい。今日はアスパラガスやタケノコがお買い得だよ。
Come in, come in, come in! We have great deals on asparagus and bamboo shoots today.
といけねえ。特売の札どこ行った
Oh shit, what's the special sale tag I was supposed to put up?
いなくなってしまった。
And he's gone. Okay. Excuse me, woman in leopard print.
すみません。お話を聞かせていただけませんか。
Pardon me, do you have a moment to chat?
私はいはい。どうしたの
Yes, what's wrong?
僕、宇津木探偵事務所で探偵をしておりまして、今人を探しているんです。
I'm with the Atsugi Detective Agency, and I'm looking for someone.
あらまあ、すごい探偵お若い探偵さんね
The way she raised her hand up like that, for some reason it's unsettling me, and I don't know why. It's like she's gonna grab me or something. Amazing, a detective! Oh my gosh, you're really young.
いいわよ情報通のおばちゃんに任せて
You're lucky to have found me. I'm a very well-informed auntie.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, thank you. Okay, good. She put her hand down. Do you know this
あた
man?
りでこの人物を見かけませんでしたか。
Do you recognize this person?
鈴木みのるという名前で18年前にこの辺りに住んでいたのですが。
His name is Minoru Suzuki. He lived in this area 15 years ago.
鈴木みのる
Minoru Suzuki.
はいはいはい鈴木みのるくん知ってるわ
Hey,
よ
we finally got a hit. Oh yeah, I know Minoru Suzuki.
本当ですか。
Really?
最近会ったわけじゃないんだけど
I mean, I haven't seen him recently.
以前お世話になった工場で働いていた子が確かそんな名前だったはずよ
I remember a name like that, yeah. I'm pretty sure he worked at a garage around here.
そう思ってみたらこんな顔だったかしらね私が知ってるのはもっと若い頃だからね
Don't know if that's what he looked like though. It's been a long time.
その工場はまだあるんですか。
Is that garage still in business?
ええ今もまだ頑張ってらっしゃるみたい
Oh yeah, and they're still going strong.
轟モータースっていう車の整備工場よ
It's called Todoroki Motors.
車を3つ書く轟ってとってもわかりやすいネーミングなの
It's an easy name to remember since Todoroki is the kanji for car 3 times.
そこの角を曲がってまっすぐ道なりに行って住宅街を抜けた先にあるわよ
Turn right at the corner, then go straight. You'll find it at the end of a residential street.
車3つの轟。
Todoroki, 3 cars. Got it.
貴重な情報どうもありがとうございます。
Thank you so much. You've been a huge help. Then I guess we also need to show this one.
私の知らない人みたいおばちゃんにも知らないことがあるなんて悔しい
Ooh, I don't know him. Oh my, but it's frustrating to realize there are things even I don't know.
いえいえ、全然問題ないですよ。
Yeah, thank you. Great of you to help.
僕、轟モータースに行ってみようと思います。
I think I'll go to Todoroki Motors.
おばちゃんがお役に立てたようでよかったわ今日はなんだかいいことがありそう
I'm glad to be of service. I can just tell something good is going to happen today, can't you?
気をつけていってらっしゃいね
Stay safe out there for Auntie.
はい、情報ありがとうございました。
Yes, I will. Thank you so much. Thank you, woman in leopard print. Alright, off we go. We could talk to the fishmonger, but I don't think we really need to. I think this is all we're gonna get. Oh, meanwhile... now we cut to Ayumi.
そろそろお昼休みかしら。
Must be lunchtime.
先輩に電話してみましょう。
I should call Fukuyama. I remember seeing some of my friends talking about how you could apparently call, what's his face? Hitomi from the previous game. But I don't know how to do that. Maybe you need to, like, remember his phone number or something, and then you can just call it now. And she can, like, chat with him or whatever, but I don't remember what it is, so I'm not gonna bother.
あれ？出ない。
Not picking up.
もしかして先輩、授業中？
Maybe he's still in class?
立花
Tachibana!
先輩？
Oh, Fukuyama.
待たせ
His phone's still ringing.
電話に出る時間も惜しくて駆けつけたのだが
Sorry to keep you waiting, Tachibana. I didn't have time to answer the phone, so I ran here. What?
普通に出てくれればいいのに。
I wish he'd just show up normally. Oh.
もう目の前にいますから。
Well, now that you're here.
その通りだな立花
Yes, of course, Tachibana. He's standing at a normal distance. That's different.
さて応接室に案内しよう行こう立花
Follow me. I'll show you to the reception room.
はい、お邪魔します。
Alright, thank you.
すまない
Ah, this one.
せっかく来てくれたのにこんな場所しかなくて
I'm sorry I couldn't get us someplace fancier to meet.
とんでもないです。こちらこそお忙しい時に。
It's not a problem at all. Thanks for taking the time out of your day.
俺のことは気にするな立花
Of course, Tachibana.
先輩、早速なんですが。
Fukuyama, I need to get straight to the point.
ああネクタイだなここに用意してある
Oh, the tie. I have it right here.
ありがとうございます。お借りしていきますね。
I don't think... I think, like, it's very similar, but, like, seeing it up close, I think the emblem was a little different. Like, the sides didn't have the wings, it was just a semicircle. I'm pretty sure. I could be very wrong, though. Thank you for letting me borrow it.
なあ立花そのネクタイが君の調査に必要なものなのか
So you think that tie will help with your investigation?
はい。もしかするとこのネクタイが事件解決のための鍵を握っているかもしれないんです。
I do. I think it's possible this tie is the key to solving the case.
そうかこんな俺が事件解決に貢献できるのか
Oh, wow. I'm glad I could help out.
事件解決のために貢献できたなら
I'm glad I can help you with the case, Tachibana. Okay, I guess just think now?
ひとまずネクタイも借りられたし、事務所に帰ろうと。
I got to borrow a tie, so I can go back to the office now. Huh? What's wrong? What's up? What's up, Mr. Fukuyama?
先輩、なんだか様子が変ね。
He's acting kind of weird.
先輩の様子は気になるけど、そろそろ失礼しようと。
I'm curious about how he's acting, but I think it's time to leave. Ayumi doesn't care at all. Like, Fukuyama and Taro are like beefing over who is better friends with Ayumi, and Ayumi's just like, yeah, time to go. I don't care. Okay, bye.
先輩、今日はどうもありがとうございました。ネクタイお借りしていきますね。
Fukuyama, thank you for your time today and for letting me borrow the tie.
それでは失礼します。
Well, I'll be off now. Tachibana.
はい。
Yes?
申し訳ないんだが、この後もう少し俺に時間をくれないか。
I hate to ask, but can you meet with me after class?
はい。大丈夫ですけど。
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile...
車が3つの轟きを出す。もうちょっと先かな。
What the fuck was that? Let's see, 3 kanji for cars. I guess maybe Todoroki Motors is a little further. Hehehehe. Huh? Bruh. Ah. Bruh. Oh. Oh, indeed.
こんにちは。
Hello?
流行ってるみたいだ。
What a strange thing to become a fad.
行こ
I should get going. We cut to Taro just for that scene and then we go back to Ayumi? Over at Planet Coffee, that is definitely not Starbucks.
先輩といえばここよね。でも。
Should have known he'd want to meet me here again. Oh, we didn't order any coffee or tea this time. Right, because we go to a coffee shop, but we order tea for some reason. Should have known he'd want to meet me here again.
先輩、なんだかいつもと様子が違うわ。ちょっと元気がないような。どうした
But
のかしら。
But he seems a little off today. I wonder what's wrong.
何度もここに付き合わせてすまない。立花。
Sorry to take up more of your time today, Tachibana.
いえ、先輩とお茶ができて楽しいですよ。
Not a problem. I enjoy having tea with you, even though there is very clearly not any tea on the table.
本当か、立花。
That's nice to hear. Oh, he was still speaking. God damn it.
ところで先輩、どうしたんですか？なんだかいつもと雰囲気が違う気が。
So what's going on? I can tell something's on your mind.
立花。
Tachibana.
はい。
Yes?
今日が何の日かわかるか？
Do you know what today is?
あ、
No?
今日は俺の給料日だ。
Today is my payday.
あ、
Oh?
どういうことかわかるな。立花。
Hold on. Apologies for that. I'm sliding my microphone across so I can sit more in the middle so that I'm not like this on the... Anyway. You know what that means, don't you, Tachibana? Oh, that's why we don't have our tea yet. Because he's going to order the tiramisu. Do I?
そう。ティラミスを頼む日だ。というわけで。
Yes. Today is the day we order tiramisu.
すみません。ティラミスとミルクティーのセット2つお願いします。
Excuse me, waiter, 2 tiramisu and milk tea sets, please.
はい、かしこまりました。
Oh, I was like, why did it cut to a close-up of Ayumi's face while he was ordering? And now I'm realizing it's because they didn't want to have to draw a separate sprite for him, like, looking away and, like, raising his arm or whatever to get the waitress's attention. So they just, like, cut to Ayumi so that they don't have to do a separate sprite. Sure thing, coming right up.
一緒に食ってくれないか。
I hope you'll stay and eat with me. You maybe should have asked that before you ordered.
俺の
Because this
人生最後のティラミスセット。
Because this will be the last tiramisu set of my life after all. What? Huh? What?
お待たせいたしました。ティラミスとミルクティーのセットお二つです。
Thank you for waiting. Here's two sets of tiramisu and milk tea.
さあ、立花。
Let's eat.
遠慮なく。 まあ、とにかく食おうじゃないか、立花。
Well, anyway, let's eat, Tachibana. My man is just completely... Bruh? Yeah, okay. Take fork, I guess. First, let's look. It looks delicious. Okay. Take fork. Thank you for the food. It's delicious.
ああ、ここのティラミスは最高なんだ。うまいよな、本当に。
They have the best tiramisu here. The absolute best.
それを、立花、君と一緒に堪能できて、俺は今、猛烈に感動している。
I am both ecstatic and thrilled to be able to enjoy it with you. You are laying it on a little thick there, buddy.
一生の思い出になるよ。
We are forming a memory that will last a lifetime. Ah. Hey. What the fuck is going on?
先輩、よかったら聞かせてください。
I need to ask you something if you don't mind.
どういうことなんですか？人生最後のティラミスセットって。
What did you mean by the last tiramisu set of your life?
俺は教師という名の戦士だ。前にそう言ったのを覚えているか？
Remember when I told you I was a majestic warrior in the name of education?
ええ、覚えています。そして、このお店が先輩のオアシスなんですよね。
Of course I do. And you also said this restaurant is like an oasis for you, right? This is not a restaurant, it's a fucking Starbucks. It's a cafe at best. This is... You don't... Do people... Is Starbucks considered a restaurant? I don't think it is.
ああ、そうだ。だが、この俺を見て、立花も思うだろう。
Yes, but look at me. You sense it too, right?
俺は戦士なんかじゃない。だから、オアシスなんてものは必要ない。
I'm not a warrior, and I don't deserve an oasis. And here I thought he was like he was gonna quit his job or something. No, he just feels guilty. Huh?
なぜなら俺は教師失格だからだ。
I'm a failure as a teacher. Oh? What you mean?
俺はここのティラミスセットが好きだ。もう一度言おう。本当に大好きなんだ。
I love the tiramisu set. I'll say it again because I really want the world to know. I love the tiramisu set.
そんなに。
That much.
ミルフィーユもうまい。だが、ここのティラミスは格別なんだ。
The mille-feuille, I don't know how to pronounce that, is good too. But the tiramisu is exceptional.
給料日にそれが食べられる。俺はそれを励みに教師としての日々を過ごしてきた。
I eat it on payday. I spend all my days as a teacher thinking about it, looking forward to it, craving it.
しかし、それも今日限りだ。
But that ends today. Never again.
だからその理由を聞いてるのに。
But why? But why? Think?
先輩ったらどうして急に教師失格だなんて思い始めたのかしら。
Why does he suddenly think he's unfit to be a teacher?
やっぱりめぐみさんのことが関係してるのかな。
It must be related to the student whose name I forgot. Megumi.
そういえば私、結局めぐみさんの様子は見に行けてないな。
Oh, come to think of it, I didn't get a chance to see how Megumi is doing.
もしかしてあれからまた何かあったのかしら。
Has something else happened since I saw her last?
先輩、めぐみさんのことなんですけど。
Fukuyama, about Megumi.
森本か。
Oh, Megumi.
ええ。
Yeah?
彼女には本当に悪いことをしてしまった。なぜなら
I feel so badly for her. Because
俺が佐々木を殺したんだから。
he's... I am almost certain he's being hyperbolic here. I don't think this is a confession. This is him being hyperbolic, saying like, oh, I failed Eisuke, and oh, I upset Eisuke because, you know, I like that happened with Megumi, and as a result, Eisuke ran off and ended. He's not saying that he literally murdered Eisuke. They're just playing it up so we can have a big shocked reaction and then be like, oh no, actually no, that's not what I meant. I'm the one who killed Eisuke. It was me. What? I realized I was responsible for Eisuke's death. Huh?
佐々木は事件当日、森本と喧嘩してポンプ場へ行き、何者かに殺されてしまった。
On the day he was murdered, Eisuke fought with Megumi.
俺が森本の気持ちに早く気づいてやって、正しく指導さえしていれば。
If I'd paid attention and realized how Megumi felt, if I'd talked to her, guided her the right way.
佐々木も森本も今でも元気で過ごしていたことだろう。
Eisuke would still be alive today, and she would be happy. I see where he's coming from, and like I guess I can't fault him for being a bit emotional in the wake of a murder, potential murder. But like, I really don't think he's at fault for not knowing how to handle one of his students admitting they have a crush on him. Like... So basically, I killed him. I'm a failure as a teacher. I said I'm a warrior? Huh. All I am is a hopeless idiot. No, you're not. Eisuke's best friend Kohei told you guys what he knows.
それだけでなく、自分の考えをも直接伝えて、事件解決の役に立とうと、自ら名乗り出たんだ。
Think about that. He stepped forward to share his thoughts and to try and help solve the case.
中学生にとって、とても勇気が必要なことだよ。
How much courage must that have taken for a middle schooler?
ただでさえ、突然親友を失い、大きなショックの最中にいるというのに。
He's lost his best friend. His whole world is upside down right now, but he did it.
そうですね。
Yeah.
しかも滝口は、佐々木の気持ちを理解できなかった自分を責め。
Worse, Kohei blames himself for not understanding how Eisuke was feeling. You are also doing that. You are blaming yourself for not understanding how Megumi was feeling. It's not your fault.
とても苦しんでいた。
He was suffering so much. Poor kid.
森本だってそうだ。自分のせいで佐々木が殺されたんだと、もがき苦しんでいたんだ。
It was the same with Megumi. She was struggling, believing Eisuke's death was her fault. And now you are doing the same.
先輩。
Fukuyama.
なのに、この俺と来たらどうだ。一人で越に行って、結局人事だったことは否めない。
Look at me. I was so pleased with myself, so sure I was a great teacher. But I didn't stop any of this.
彼ら生徒たちにそれを教えられたんだ。教師だっていうのに。
I let the kids teach me I was great, even though I'm the one that's supposed to be the teacher.
だから、俺は教師を辞める。この仕事を続けられる器じゃなかったんだよ。
That's why I'm quitting teaching. I realize I'm not cut out for this job.
そういうことだ。湿っぽい話に付き合わせてすまない。立花。
Anyway, that's what's going on. I'm sorry I put you through this depressing conversation.
よし、食おう食おう。せっかくのティラミスが冷めてしまう。
Well, we should eat. The tiramisu is getting cold.
ティラミスは最初から冷めている。そういうものだ。
Oh, right. Tiramisu is served cold. It's a cold dish. Much like revenge.
先輩。
Fukuyama.
湿っぽい話に付き合わせてすまなかったな。立花。
Sorry to drop such a depressing topic on you. Do we just eat?
おいおい立花、そんな顔しないでくれよ。俺まで悲しくなるじゃないか。
Tachibana, please don't make that face. It makes me sad.
バサッチ。
Versace. What?
先輩の名前は翼。だからバサッチ。
Your students call you Versace because of your first name, Tsubasa.
生徒たちは親しみを込めて先輩をバサッチってそう呼ぶんですね。
And they use that name because they're friendly with you, right?
ああ、バサッチというのは俺のあだ名だったのか。
Sure, but what is...
思っていたよ。
He's still speaking. Sure, but what does my nickname have to do with anything?
そうだと思います。
I'll tell you.
先輩は下校する生徒たちを見送っているんですよね。赴任して以来ずっと毎日。
You see the students off as they leave school every day since you've been a teacher, yeah?
ああ、何か学校で嫌なことや困っていることがあれば気づいてやれるんじゃないかと思ってな。
Yeah, I thought maybe I could notice if anything is off. Like if they're having trouble with anything.
しかし、佐々木や森本の悩みにちゃんと気づいてやることができなかった。
But I didn't notice Eisuke and Megumi's troubles.
いや、気づいていたのに見えないふりをしていたのかもしれない。
No, I think maybe I did notice, but I pretended not to.
それどころか、 白状しよう。つい来たるべき給料日のことを考えてしまっていた。
No, the truth is that I just couldn't stop thinking about my upcoming payday.
そんなダメな教師である俺は彼らのおかげで目が覚めたんだ。
The two of them, it's so terrible, but they really helped me. They showed me that I'm a bad teacher. You are not. You're just a little frazzled because of everything that happened and you're blaming yourself. It's not your fault. Why am I consoling this fucking dude?
彼らには感謝しかないよ。
I can at least have gratitude for that.
私
I
先生は生徒に教えるだけじゃなくて生徒から教わることもたくさんあるんだと思います。
I think that even though teachers teach students, they have a lot to learn from them too.
それを素直に認めて受け入れることができる先輩は
You know that. You said it yourself, and you accept it.
とても尊敬できる教師だと私は思います。
You're a very good teacher, in my opinion.
立花。
ありのままの姿を見せてくれる先生って素敵じゃないですか。
I think it's wonderful to have a teacher who puts his heart and soul into the job.
生徒に寄り添い必死になって生徒を守ろうとする先輩ってそういう先生なんじゃないですか？
You're someone who is always there for his students. You do your best to help and protect them.
もちろんだ。生徒のためなら恐れるものなど何もない。俺はそんな教師であり続けたかったんだ。
That's the kind of teacher I wanted to be. Anything. Oh, he's already gotten eaten his tiramisu. When did that happen? It was still there when we last saw. Oh, is that why it was zoomed in a little so that we couldn't see that he'd suddenly eaten it? Anything for my students.
だからめぐみさんは先輩に惹かれたんじゃないでしょうか。
And that's why I think Megumi was attracted to you, Fukuyama. Huh?
生徒を心配するあまり周りが見えなくなってまた派手に転んじゃうんじゃないかって。
You worry about your students so much that you can lose sight of your surroundings and fall into mud.
本気で生徒に心配される先生なんて他にいませんよ。
You know, not every teacher has students who care about his well-being like yours do.
何の話だ？
Huh? What are you talking about?
覚えてないんだ。
He doesn't remember.
すまない。俺の方から聞かせてくれ。立花は俺が教師を続けてもいいと思っているのか？
I need to ask you something, Tachibana. Do you think it's okay for me to continue teaching?
当たり前じゃないですか。先輩が先生として生徒たちを守ってやらないでどうするんですか？
Of course. Your students look up to you. You're more than their teacher. You're their protector.
生徒。
Their protector?
いかん。
No. Oh no. No.
どうしたんですか？
What's wrong?
部活帰りの生徒を見送ってやらなければ生徒たちが俺を待っているかもしれない。
I'm supposed to be seeing my students off after club activities. They might be waiting for me, maybe.
だからあの時も。
Oh, so that's why he was rushing off.
気をつけて帰るんだぞ、立花。
Have a safe trip home, Tachibana. Nyom. Nyom.
すまん、立花。また会おう。
Sorry, Tachibana. See you again soon.
ちょっと先輩、今日の。
Okay, I'll handle today's check.
ありがとうございました。お気をつけて。
Oh, thank you very much. Take care.
あんなに慌てて先輩転びませんように。
He's in such a hurry. Be careful not to fall, Fukuyama.
は私が先輩にティラミスをごろっと。
Tiramisu is on me today. She finally got to pay for it. Oh hey, it's Car Motors.
轟モーターズだ。
Found it. Todoroki Motors.
敷地の奥に誰かいる。
There's someone by that car.
ごめんください。
I'm sorry to intrude.
はいはいいらっしゃい。
Yes, yes, I'll be right there. Now,
どちら様？
who are you?
宇津木探偵事務所の者です。
My name is Taro Ninten. I'm from the Itsugi Detective Agency.
探偵さん。どういったご用でしょう？
Detective? How can I help you? Do you know this person?
まずは話をしてみよう。
Okay, never mind. Let's talk first. Okay.
突然すみません。以前こちらで鈴木みのるさんが働いていたとお聞きしまして。
Why do you lead like that? You know it was 18 years ago. Should be like, hey, I'm looking for someone. He used to work here like 18 years ago. Do you recognize this person? Or whatever. But no, I heard he works here, or he used to. Sorry to interrupt. I'm looking for Minoru Suzuki. I heard he works here, or at least that he used to.
ちょっとお話を伺いたいんですが。
So I came by to see if that was true.
ミノルのことを？一体どういうことでしょうか？
Minoru? What do you mean you're looking for Minoru?
ある人から鈴木さんの調査を依頼されたんです。
Someone asked me to investigate Mr. Suzuki's whereabouts.
もしやミノルは今もどこかで？
Minoru is still alive?
はい。その可能性は十分あると僕は考えています。
I think there's a good chance of that, yes.
ちょっと待っててくださいね。
Give me 1 second.
中に入っていってしまった。
She went inside.
なんだ探偵っていうのはお前さんかい。
You're a detective?
はい。宇津木探偵事務所の者です。
Yes, I'm Ninten of the Itsugi Detective Agency.
俺は轟だ。ここの整備士兼社長。で、あっちゃ神さんだ。
I'm Todoroki, head mechanic and owner of this garage. This is my wife.
挨拶が遅れてごめんなさいね。
Sorry I'm late in saying hello.
いえ、よろしくお願いします。
No worries.
鈴木みのるさんについてお話を伺いたいのですが。
I'd like to talk to you about Minoru Suzuki.
おう、神さんから聞いた。まあ、あかんな。
Yes, that's what she said. Come on in.
ありがとうございます。お邪魔します。
Thank you. I appreciate the offer. Oh, the living room. Okay. We're not going into their, like, office or something.
どうぞ。
Here.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
鈴木みのるさんはかつてこちらで働いていたとお聞きしたの
I
です。
I understand Minoru Suzuki used to work here?
ああ、確かにうちで働いてたよ。
Yes, he worked for me.
鈴木を直接知る人物を見つけたぞ。
Wow, I finally found someone who actually knows who Minoru Suzuki is.
あんちゃんがミノルのやつ見つけてくれるって話なんだよな。
You're going
やてえ話だな。なあ、おい。
you're going to find Minoru? That would be so wonderful.
本当ですね。
Yes, yes it would.
ご期待に添えるように頑張りますのでご協力をお願いします。
I'm doing my best, so I really appreciate your help.
当たり前だ。
And I'm happy to give it.
まあ、とりあえず俺たちに何でも聞いてくれよ。
So, ask me anything at all.
やつ急にいなくなっちまってから。そこから先のことは俺も知らねえんだけどよ。
I've always wondered what happened to Minoru. I want to help you find out.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you for your help.
ミノルにまた会えるかもしれねえなんて夢みたいな話だな。
Someone dropped something upstairs. It'd be a dream come true for us to see Minoru again.
どうかよろしくお願いします。
Please, we are counting on you. Maybe I start by showing them the sketch.
これは
Is this him?
鈴木みのるさんの現在の顔を予想して作成された似顔絵です。
This is a sketch. This sketch is an attempt to show what Minoru might look like today.
僕はこれだけを頼りにやっとここまで来ました。
It's the only tool I have, but it led me to you.
ご存知のことがあれば何でもいいです。ぜひ教えていただきたいと思っています。
I'd be very interested in learning anything you know.
ちょっとよく見せてくれる？
Can you give me a better look, please?
もちろんです。どうぞ。
Of course, go ahead.
まあまあ、よく描けてるわね。
It's drawn very
あ
well.
なた
It's drawn very well, don't you think, dear?
そうか。ミノルもこんな年齢になってるんだな。俺たちも年を取ったもんだ。
Well, it's been long enough. Minoru would be about that old. I guess we're getting old too. I guess we just keep
ミノ
asking.
ルと出会ったのはもうかれこれ20年前のことだ。
We first met Minoru, well, almost 20 years ago.
今考えてみりゃおかしな出会いだったぜ。
I'll tell you, he was an interesting character from the second I saw him.
20年前のある日、俺が仕事をしていると入り口あたりから妙に視線を感じてな。
One day, 20 years back, and I'm working, and you know how sometimes you can tell someone's watching?
顔を上げてみたら、大垣にその作業をじっと見てたやつがいたんだ。
I looked up and saw someone staring at me and my work from the garage entrance. Flashback. Oh, back when he still had hair. Some amount of it, at least. Hmm?
あんちゃん、車好きなのかい？
Do you like cars, son?
そう声をかけると、ミノルは嬉しそうな顔して大きくうなずいたんだ。
When I saw that, Minoru looked so happy. He nodded his head real fast.
年の割に子供みてえな笑顔だったよ。
He grinned like a child, even though he was much older.
ちょっと来なって呼んで、近くで作業を見せてやるとずっと熱心に見ててな。
I called him over so he could see what I was doing. He got close, watched very quiet the whole time.
その最中にミノルのやつ、グーって腹を鳴らしたんだ。
Oh, is he homeless? As Minoru stood there, his stomach started growling.
ミナリもあれだったし、あ、こいつ宿なしだなってすぐ分かったさ。
And his clothes, well, I guess you could say it was easy to tell it had been a while since he had a roof over his head. Damn.
で、まあ、とりあえず飯でも食えってことになって、結局その日は止めてやることになったんだ。
So we invited him over to dinner, and we invited him to dinner, and I ended up letting him stay the night.
懐かしいな。
It was ages ago.
鈴木みのるさんはどんな方なんですか？
What kind of person was Minoru?
ミノルは変わったやつだったな。
Minoru he was a weird guy.
それに、なんか訳ありでよ。
Always seemed like he was keeping something hidden. Close-up sip.
ただ、 直で正直なやつだってことは俺には分かったさ。仕事も真面目でよ。
But he was serious about his work and always seemed like a straight shooter, you know?
そうだったんですね。
Sure, yeah.
ミノルのやつ結構いいがたいしてるからよ。あの時も飯をめちゃくちゃ食ったんだよなあ。
I like the voice acting on this guy. Minoru was a well-built guy. He ate a lot of food back then. A lot of food.
そうでしたね。
Oh, did he ever?
白飯をあっという間に3度平らげるもんだから、俺も神さんも腰を抜かしたよ。
He'd eat so much rice, and so fast, bowl after bowl.
2人の時なんて3合も炊いたら炊きすぎなのによ。よっぽど腹すかせてたんだろうな。
If she cooked 3 cups of rice, it'd be too much for just us. But with him, we'd go through twice that.
すごい。
Wow. I cook 3 cups of rice, it lasts me a week.
おかずもたくさん食べてくれるもんだから、作る方も嬉しくなってついつい作りすぎちゃったわね。
It always made me happy to see how much he liked my cooking. I'd made so many side dishes. Too many.
でもってそれもまた全部食っちまったんだよな。
Didn't matter, he ate all of them too.
あの頃は作り手冥利につきましたね。
Hehe, I couldn't have been more flattered as a chef.
カレーライスなんて何杯おかわりするのというくらい食べてたのよ。
He ate so much curry rice, I had to ask him, aren't you afraid you'll turn into a bowl of curry rice? I'm so jealous. Taro likes curry, I guess.
どんな胃袋してやがんだってな。
I'd say, what kind of stomach do you have?
で、しばらくしてから分かったんだ。
Minoru
や
wasn't
つは
Minoru wasn't what he seemed at first.
パッと見の印象だと豪快なやつに見えるけど、意外と細かいところに気づくやつでよ。
He seemed like a simple-minded, if nice guy. But he was sharper and more detail-oriented than you'd think.
まあ、とにかくきっちりしてやがる。仕事も丁寧にやってくれっからありがたかったぜ。
He was very careful with his work. Diligent. I appreciate that. I appreciated that.
いい腕してやがったな。
He was really quite skilled.
仕事ぶりも申し分なかったさ。
His workmanship, and I mean this, was impeccable. Okay, so that's... Think now? Okay, no. Finally found... I finally found people who know Minoru Suzuki. I've got plenty of questions for them. Okay. Observations then?
いい腕してやがったな。
He was really quite skilled. Okay, meeting 20 years ago?
そんなあいつは20年前にフラッと現れて、その2年後に消えちまいやがった。
Yes, Minoru showed up suddenly 20 years ago, then took off just as quickly 22 years later.
どこで何してやがんで。あのバカ野郎。
Where the hell did he go? That damned fool.
鈴木さんはここに来られる以前は何を？
Do you know what he did before working here?
ミノルはどうもあちこち転々としてここに流れ着いたみてえなんだ。
From what he said, Minoru had been bouncing from one place to the next.
ということは鈴木さんは地元の人じゃないんですね。
He wasn't a local?
ねえ、自分のことを話したがらねえやつだったから、どこの出なのかも聞いちゃいねえさ。
Not so far as I know. I didn't ask where he was from because he didn't like to talk about himself. Hey, that's like me.
何か事情があったということなんでしょうか。
Any idea why?
あなた
Dear. Eh?
そりゃまあ
That's... well, it's... Do I look? I can see you have a good soul. Huh? Minoru had eyes like yours. He was still speaking. God damn it. I can never tell when they finish speaking. Oh. Teehee. You're right. Now here you are, trying to find Minoru. One good soul searching for another. It's not a bad deal. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. Thank you. They really love to use the... like, the previous games, I don't... like, aside from Hitomi's disguise, I don't think you really ever had to, like, look at someone in the previous games. Maybe, like, once or twice in The Girl Who Stands Behind, but this game uses it all the heckin' time. Minoru was... well, he spent time in a juvenile detention center. Oh? I never asked what he did to land him there. I told him that I wouldn't ask and that he didn't have to say anything to me if he didn't want to. A juvenile detention center. Minoru got certified as a mechanic when he was at the juvenile detention center. He said he'd always loved cars. Sorry, bumped the cable. Hopefully everything still sounds fine. I don't know what put him in detention, but I could see he'd busted his ass off to climb up from where he was. I liked him so much I offered him the chance to work with me full time. I gave him a place to live and he worked in my garage for a while. Minoru was very serious and honest, so honest, like a child. Indeed. Children lie all the time. I don't know what you're talking about with this honest child stuff, but, you know, they do very much lie. They really cared for him. What are they doing upstairs? I was glad Minoru was here. He helped me out a lot. Do I think now? No, okay. Observations. Was there anything else that stands out in your mind regarding Minoru? Let's see. Minoru was extremely awkward. He rarely spoke to anyone but us. Hey, he just like me. I suppose you'd say he was a man of few words. He didn't say much to us either, not really. but I could tell he was kind.
なんかあったっけかな。
I wonder if I'm forgetting anything.
びっくりするほど喋んなかったぜ。
I admit, I was always surprised at how little he spoke.
そういえば、
You know,
あんまり喋らねえミノルがある日ボソッと言ったんだ。
quiet as he was, I do remember something Minoru said one day that really stood out.
いつか自分が運転する車に妹を乗せてやりたいってな。
Was his sister's name what I think it was? He said someday he'd like to give his sister a ride in his car. What?
続き妹が
Minoru had a sister?
家族の話は聞いたことなかったな。
There's the cable again. Sorry, I don't sit still for long amounts of time very well. I fidget a lot. And with the cable sitting like right near my legs, I do bump it sometimes. I don't know if his family ever took care of him.
じゃあ免許が必要じゃねえかってなってな。ミノルに免許を取らせてやったんだよ。
So I thought I should help him as I could. I thought he'd need a driver's license, so I got him his license.
懐かしいですね。免許を取った時は本当に喜んでいて。
It made him so happy. Those were good days.
あの頃はよかったな。なんか家族が増えたみてえでよ。
The best days. It was like having a new family.
そんな日々が続くと思ってたんだがな。
I thought those days would last for a long time.
実はな、
Well, it's like this.
ミノルのやつ急にやめるって言い出したんだ。
One day, Minoru suddenly said he was quitting. Really?
続きは失踪する前にここを辞めていたのか。
So Minoru quit before he disappeared.
一体どうして？
Did he give a reason for quitting?
理由はわからねえ。
No, not to me.
ミノルが何も言わなかったから、俺もそれ以上は聞かなかったさ。
Minoru had his mind made up, so I didn't press.
で、選別代わりにって車をやったんだ。
I did give him a car, though, as a parting gift. Notably not a motorcycle.
車？
A car? About the car.
まあ、車っつっても廃車寸前の中古だけどな。
It was a used car, on the verge of being scrapped, but it was still a car.
ミノルにキーを渡してこう言ってやったんだ。
I gave Minoru the keys and told him,
こいつに乗ってどこへでも行っちまえってな。
she'll take you anywhere you want to go.
そしたらあいつすごく嬉しそうな顔しやがったんだ。
He just smiled so big.
急にやめて出ていくなんて文句の一つでも言ってやろうかと思ったが、あの顔見たら
I wanted to complain.
いいやって。
I wanted to complain about him quitting so suddenly, but he was so happy, it didn't matter what I thought.
そんで車ごとそのまま消えちまったんだ。
Then Minoru drove away. He and the car just disappeared.
まだちゃんと動いてるはずだぜ。
I'm sure he's kept it working just
あ
fine.
あ、そうだそうだ。
Oh, right.
ミノルのやつにくれてやったもんがもう一つあったんだ。
There's one more thing I gave Minoru.
それは
What's that?
板金バサミなんだ。
Sheet metal shears.
ミノルは板金加工の腕が良くってな。初仕事も板金だったんだよ。
Minoru was good at sheet metal work. It was his first job.
板金バサミが欲しいって言うからやったんだ。
He asked for the sheet metal shears, so I gave them to him.
使い慣れた道具を持って出て行きたかったんだろうよ。
I thought he ought to take the sheet metal tool he was used to using. Think? No. Observations. Car? Sure, he's kept it working just fine. Sister? Minoru said he was going with his sister. I wondered if maybe once they got where they were going, he'd get back into the car business. With his skills and those shears, he could go anywhere. But even then... Is it true? About the blood they found in his home? Minoru was always a good person. Did he get mixed up in a bad situation? Mr. and Mrs. Todoroki talk about Minoru Tsuzuki like he's their own child. It must have been heartbreaking when he left them. Did you tell the police back then what you just told me? There were 2 detectives that came sniffing around here. I told them we had a Minoru Suzuki who worked here, but he quit. I don't know where he went. I truly don't know where Minoru went. And I didn't tell those detectives any of the things I've told you about him. Which means we might be the ones to find him in the end, I guess. They seem so suspicious of him. I even kept it a secret that I gave Minoru a car. I don't know what else to say except I hope you find him. We're counting on you. Please, find Minoru. Help him if you can. He has no one in the world but us. We never heard him talk about any friends. Friends. Think? They haven't said anything about Ayaka Hashizume yet.
橋爪彩香という女性をご存知ありませんか？18年前、鈴木さんと親しかったそうなんですが。
Did Minoru ever mention a woman named Ayaka Hashizume?
Hashizume Ayaka?
Ayaka Hashizume? Do you know her?
いえ、何も。
No, never heard the name.
ミノルにそんな知り合いがいたとはな。
I don't know if Minoru ever had any lady friends. So they aren't familiar with Ayaka Hashizume. Well, I've taken up a lot of their time. Is there anything else I should ask? How about Makoto? Okay. I'm sorry, but I don't recognize him. Okay.
もう40年近くやってるよ。
I started this company, almost 40 years ago.
40年もですか？
Really, that long?
おうよ。もしかするとあんちゃんの年齢の倍やってるかもな。
Yes, indeed. I've been doing this for maybe twice as long as you've been alive. Oh. Ha ha ha.
ちっちゃい会社だから神さんにも手伝ってもらってんだ。財布は全部
Okay, we're
あっ
good.
ちが握ってるよ。
I saw my phone go like reconnecting to chat, and I'm like, oh no. How did we drop? But no, we have no dropped frames. We have no disconnection. I guess my phone is just having trouble keeping connected or something. It's a small company, so my wife helps me out. She's got a death grip on the purse strings.
まあ、なんですその言い方は。
That's a little rude, isn't it?
事実だろうがよ。
Maybe, but it's true though.
仲睦まじいご夫婦なんだな。
They seem to be joking, but who can tell?
他に聞くべき。
Okay, do I just keep asking them?
しかしな、跡取りがいるや、そろそろ引退できんだが。
I'd like to retire sometime, but I don't have anyone who can take over the business for me. Sigh.
ミノルがいてくれりゃな。
I wish Minoru were here. Okay, now are we done?
このご夫妻にとって都築実は家族同然だったんだな。
This couple saw Minoru Suzuki as a member of their family. But
僕が都築を探しているのはあくまでも佐々木くんの事件解決のためだ。
I'm only looking for him so I can solve Eisuke's murder.
今この人たちにそのことを。
If I tell them why I'm really here, I don't want to upset them.
どうしたあんちゃん。
What is it? You look like you want to say something.
都築実とエミオを結びつける決め手がない段階ではこの人たちに嫌な思いをさせるだけだ。
With no link between the smiling man and Minoru, anything I say will just make these people feel badly. Like we are investigating him, but there's no concrete link at the moment. He just disappeared at around the time the first victim died.
いえ、なんでもないです。
No, it's nothing. Just thinking things through.
聞きたいことは聞けたし、そろそろ失礼しよう。
I've heard what I wanted to hear. Now it's time for me to leave. Off we go.
お話ありがとうございました。すみません、遅くまで。
Thank you for your time. My apologies for staying so long.
今日はこれで失礼します。
I'll get going now.
気ぃつけて帰んなよ、あんちゃん。
Take home and take care and get home safe. Take home and get care safe.
ミノルに会ったらよろしく。じゃねえや。ひっ捕まえてここへ連れてきてくれ。
If you find Minoru, tell him I said hello. Then grab him with both hands and bring him here.
心配させやがって。説教してやんねえとな。
Getting us so worried. I'm gonna give him a good lecturing.
はい。
You got it.
探偵さん、こんなところまでご足労いただいてありがとうございました。
Thank you, detective, for coming all this way.
こちらこそご協力ありがとうございました。
Thank you for your help.
うちの人はね、ミノルを籍に入れてここを継がせようと考えてたみたいなんですよ。
My husband had thought of doing paperwork to make Minoru family, so he could take over the garage. Oh?
私ももちろん賛成でした。
I agreed, of course, so...
もしミノルが見つかったら伝えてください。いつでも帰っておいでって。
If you find Minoru, please tell him he can come back anytime.
わかりました。必ずそう伝えます。
I understand. I'll definitely tell him.
どうもありがとう。
Thank you very much. Back to the agency. Welcome back, Taro. Oh, and we also have the tie to talk about. How did today's investigation go?
実は亀松町の轟モータースというところで鈴木みのるの話を聞くことができたんだ。
I spoke with the owner of Todoroki Motors over in Kamematsu about Minoru Suzuki. That's great. So what did you hear?
鈴木がそこで働くようになったきっかけや彼の人柄とかいろんなことが聞けたんだけど。
All about how he came to work there, his personality, everything.
話を聞く限りだと鈴木は恐ろしい事件を起こすような人物じゃないみたいなんだ。
From what I've heard, Minoru Suzuki doesn't sound like the kind of person we're hunting.
ただ少年院に入ってたってことだから過去に何かあったんだろうけど。
But he did spend time in a juvenile detention center, so he must have something. So something must have happened in his youth. Oh, interesting. Anyway, let's review what you learned at Todoroki Motors. Let's review.
轟モータースで聞いた鈴木みのるの現在は
While at Todoroki Motors, I learned that Minoru Suzuki is still missing.
依然行方不明のままだ。
Still missing.
轟モータースの人たちも鈴木の現在は知らなかったのね。
So the couple who runs Todoroki Motors don't know Minoru Suzuki's whereabouts either.
次に口数が少ない鈴木だが一つだけ明確に夢を語ったことがあったようだ。
Minoru didn't talk a lot, but there's one thing he definitely dreamed of doing.
その夢とは
That dream was to give his sister a ride in his own car, I believe. Because he mentioned he liked cars. I don't think it was his dream to be a mechanic. He just liked doing it. I think this was his dream.
自分が運転する車に妹を乗せてやりたいというものだった。
To give his sister a ride in his own car.
鈴木には妹がいたのね。
He had a sister?
どうもそうみたいなんだ。
That's what it sounds like.
しかし鈴木はある日突然轟モータースを辞めると言い出したらしい。
But he quit Todoroki Motors with almost no warning.
そんな鈴木に轟社長は2つのものを送ったそうだ。
Mr. Todoroki gave Minoru 2 gifts. The first was... Okay. This one? Yeah. Okay. Car. And the second was literally on the same page, so I don't know why they're making us do this. Oh look, right there it is. Dreamed of one day giving his little sister, driving his little sister around in his own car. Sheet metal shears. Yes, a car and a pair of sheet metal shears. Mr. Todoroki gave them as a parting gift. Why are the birds outside so loud right now? Is that showing up on the mic? Yeah, it totally is. Not particularly loudly on the mic, but it's loud for me. Yes, a car and a pair of sheet metal shears. Mr. Todoroki gave them as a parting gift.
この調子で事件の核心に迫っていけそうね。
Hey, we finally got her to say, like, yeah, you've got it all good. No, you're a little confused this time. I think you've got it all straight in your head. Keep it up and we'll crack this case.
そうだね。ありがとう。
Oh, thanks. Hmm?
どうしたの？何か気になることがあるの？
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
続きについてはいろいろ分かったけど、結局佐々木くんの事件との接点が見えないんだよ。
We've learned a lot, but I can't find a connection between Minoru Suzuki and Eisuke Sasaki.
なんか調査を続けても肝心なことには全然迫れていない気がするよ。
We're not getting to the bottom of anything even though we keep investigating.
焦らないの。あなたらしくないわよ。
Don't try to rush it. It's not like you. Yeah. え?
携帯が鳴ってる。あなたのじゃないの？
Oh, the phone's ringing. Hey, I think it's yours? Oh, is it Dice?
本当だ、先生から。
Oh, no. Oh, hey, you're right. It's Mr. Itsugi. Why is he calling... Oh, I guess maybe he doesn't know whether we're back at the office or not.
もしもし先生。あ、お疲れ様です。
Mr. Itsugi, how are you?
ああ、実はエミオの起源がイルモ村にあることが分かったんだ。
Hello, Taro. I've traced the origin of the Smiling Man story to Irumo Village.
イルモ村。本当ですか？
Irumo Village? Are you sure? え?
イルモ村はかろうじて廃村にはなっていなかったが、高齢化と過疎化が進んでいてね。
Irumo Village is practically a ghost town. Older population. Most visitors are people going to or from the city. Do these older cell phones not have like a speakerphone function?
昔のことを知る人間になかなか巡り会えなかったんだ。
It was difficult to find anyone who knew much of value.
でも、ついにエミオの起源を知る人物から話を聞くことができた。
But I finally found someone who knew the origins of the Smiling Man.
エミオの話は、この村で30年ほど前に起きた出来事が起源になっているようだ。ただ、
The story seems to stem from events that took place 30 years ago in the village. However,
その内容はおかしな袋をかぶった怪人に殺されるというものじゃなかったんだよ。
it's not a story about a killer wearing a paper bag and terrorizing the populace. Oh?
福山先輩が言ってた通りだわ。
It's just like Fukuyama said.
その話が伝播していくうちに形を変え、都市伝説のエミオになっていったんだろう。
As the story spread, it mutated into what we think of as the Smiling Man today.
そして今語られている話には18年前の事件が与えた影響が大きいだろうね。
And I'm certain that what happened 18 years ago had a big effect on the legend.
その元となった話については帰ってからゆっくり話すよ。
I'll tell you more when I get home. Until then. Yeah?
この話に深く関わる人物がいたんだ。おそらく君も知っている名前だろう。
There's someone involved in this story whose name I think you'll recognize.
誰だかわかるかい？
Do you know who I'm talking about?
それは。
It's... ...30 years ago. Do you think... He was 25 18 years ago. So he would be alive. And he would be rather young. And he did spend time in a juvenile detention facility.
鈴木みのるですね。
And he's also the name of the chapter right now. It's Minoru Suzuki, right?
その通りだ。
Hey, Miko, thank you for the reminders. Melody. How my back feels after streaming, maybe I am old. Hope you're having a good day, Miko. I don't know if we'll be going for much longer. But, hello. Someone's excited. I slept. Amazing. Miko sleeping revolutionary. Never heard of the concept. Sorry, I shouldn't be making fun of you. I should be encouraging this behavior, not poking fun at you for it. That's right. The assumption is that Suzuki disappeared and died, but even if that's the case, I believe he was deeply connected to the case. Fair point, time for another 24-hour stream. No, bad. Stop that. I mean, as long as you take care of yourself, who am I to stop you? I just look at y'all staying up so late and streaming so long, and I just think, how? Maybe I'm just old. I'm almost 30. It's planned out, I'm okay. Nice. Oh, same though. Keep up the good work, you two. Okay. Understood. Leave it to us. I'm counting on you two to keep the investigation going until I'm back, says the guy who has not been involved in the investigation since, like, the start. Well, there's our connection between Minoru Suzuki and the Smiling Man. It seems likely that Megumi and Detective Kusei saw Minoru dressed as the Smiling Man, doesn't it? If that's the case, that would give us Eisuke's murderer. Well, now I feel like we're a step away from solving the whole case. I think not quite. Let's look at the tie first, because I feel like that's going to lead us somewhere. Yeah, that's the spirit. You're a genius, Mr. Utsugi. Yes! If Minoru Suzuki is the Smiling Man, he's probably... What are they doing? I always hear things dropping upstairs. If Minoru Suzuki is the Smiling Man, he's probably hiding in Kofuku City. I'll go back to Todoroki Motors tomorrow and chat with the owner some more. But... Taro, please! When I was on the phone, she was so close. If you have a crush on her, just fucking say something. Stop pussyfooting around the topic. You've known her for what, 4 years now, and you've said nothing? Crushes. Bro had a crush on her since the moment he met her, and he still has said nothing. It's the nurse Melody. It's been 4 years! Man up! I was on the phone. She was close. Oh, I almost forgot something important. Important how? It's tie time.
してくれたネクタイのこと、心当たりがあって借りてきたの。
The tie you told me about yesterday. Imagine thinking of how perfect that reveal has to be after 4 years. It's anxiety-inducing even for me. Hey, maybe that's what the epilogue is about, actually. I've heard that after the main story of the game, there's like an epilogue chapter that's like, I think an hour long or something, from what I heard. Maybe it's Taro finally confessing his feelings. I borrowed one because I had a hunch. Ah.
これなんだけど、どう？
Here it is. What do you think?
これは僕が見たのと似ているような気もするけど。あゆみちゃん、このネクタイって。
It looks similar to the one I saw, but it's... Where did this tie come from? See, I think the emblem on it is a little different. So maybe my theory is incorrect about what happened to Eisuke. But I suppose we'll have to see.
福山先輩にお借りしたの。南第三中学校の制服のネクタイよ。
I borrowed it from Mr. Fukuyama. It's a tie from the Minami Daisan Junior High School uniform. Oh? Look at the tie. No, yeah, that is slightly different. It doesn't have the wings. Oh. But... Maybe it was just simplified because it was like... Because I think the thing in the middle looks the same, but the wings have more detail in this version. But that's maybe just because... Like, this is a drawing of just the tie. And that had to be, like, the environment art. That pattern. Yeah, I think it's the same one, just, like, simplified. I think it's the same one I saw on the tie in Detective Kusei's apartment. Huh? Perhaps I could see it being that E. Why would a tie from Minami Daisan Junior High be in Detective Kusei's apartment? Hey. Controller, don't do that. Wait! Stop drifting. Oh man, I'm suspicious of Kusei. I don't think Kusei killed anyone. Ayumi has the not well anime mum hair. She's had that since she was in high school. Hello? Controller, please. I want to say, I don't think Kusei killed anyone, but I do think she may have set things up to get the case reopened. Controller, don't panic, it's okay. I think we're very... I think we're very close to solving it. There are 2 chapters left. So there can be more revelations in, like, chapter 11 before we get the final reveal of everything. But right now, I think I finally have a pretty solid picture of how everything played out. Now, I don't know why... I don't know everything about the murders from 18 years ago and what the fuck the Smiling Man is all about. But I do think I know what's going on with Eisuke's murder. Hey, you know the picture of Eisuke that Inspector Kamada showed me at the pumping station? He wasn't wearing his tie. I don't think Eisuke was wearing a tie. Oh? So what happened to Eisuke's tie?
まさか久世刑事の家にあったのって。
Maybe it's the one you saw in Detective Kusei's apartment?
わからない。でも久世刑事の部屋に南第三中学校のネクタイと思われるものがあったことは事実だ。
I don't know. It looked like a tie from Minami Daisan Junior High School, but
佐々木くんが一旦帰宅した時に外した可能性だってもちろんあるわけだから。
it's possible Eisuke took it off once he got home.
久世刑事の家にあったものは佐々木くんのものだとは限らないけど。
There's just no guarantee that the tie in Detective Kusei's apartment belonged to Eisuke, but Kusei is also suspicious for other reasons, because a motorbike was spotted at the scene of the crime. She rides a motorbike, and she deliberately didn't tell her partner about the fact that a motorbike was spotted. That combined with the tie, there's no way it's a coincidence. Hmm.
遺体発見現場で目撃されたバイク。久世刑事が。
Hey, he's about to fucking explain what I just explained. Bruh. I'm ahead of the game. There was a motorcycle spotted where the body was found, and Detective Kusei rides a motorcycle. And she had a tie that looked just like the one he could have worn in her apartment. I don't want to think about it, but is it possible? Could Detective Kusei be a suspect in Eisuke's murder? Hey, I was wondering.
久世刑事はネクタイを証拠品として押収したっていう可能性は考えられないかな。
You think it's possible that Detective Kusei sees the tie as evidence? Hmm.
そうだとしても、鑑識に回さずに自宅に保管してるのはおかしいよ。
Even if she did, it's strange that she'd keep it at home instead of turning it over to forensics.
そうだよね。
I thought she was going to say exactly what he was thinking. They do that sometimes. Not this time, apparently. Yeah, you're right. Wow. What's going on? Maybe Detective Kamihara. I should just talk to him rather than speculate. I guess that's what we're doing in Chapter 11. We're going to view the opening of Chapter 11 and then we're going to end it here. We'll save the rest for whenever the next time I play this is. Because I was going to mention it after stream anyway. Tomorrow we're obviously not playing this because game show time. And next week I actually won't be streaming because it's a long weekend and I'm going up to visit my parents. So it's going to be a bit before we reach the end of this game. Apologies for ending on this kind of note, but once I get back, we'll probably finish it off. Lol. Cliffhangers. Hello, Kamihara here. Sorry for calling so late. Do you have a moment? What's up? Is there any chance you can meet tomorrow morning? Anything for the boy detective. I'll try to make time before work. Just watched the season finale of an anime and it fully did that, so it's okay. Thank you. I'll just wait for you in front of the Itsugi Detective Agency if that's alright. You got it, buddy. See you then. Yep, see you tomorrow.
翌日上原刑事が事務所まで来てくれて移動中の車の中で話すことになった。
Detective Kamihara came and met with me the next morning, and we chatted as we drove.
僕は心のどこかで久世刑事への疑惑を上原刑事に笑い飛ばしてほしかったのかもしれない。
In the back of my mind, I was probably hoping he'd laugh off my suspicions about Detective Kuze.
何言ったのは考えすぎだよって。
I would have liked him to say, "What are you talking about? You're overthinking it." But... Chapter 11, Suspicion. He suspects her as well, doesn't he?
で、どうしたの探偵君。
So what's up, boy detective? To what do I owe the pleasure of your cold call?
もしかして俺に会いたくなっちゃった？まあ、いつでもいいよ。
Because if you're just missing me, then hey, I'm here anytime you need a little dice in your life.
あ、いえ、そういうわけじゃないんですけど。
No, that's not it.
なんだ違うのか。そりゃ残念。
Oh, too bad. If you're wondering why I'm still going through this intro, it's because I can't save until the menu comes up. Like, I can pause from here, but there's no save option, only load. Oh, too bad. So.
なんだかいつもと様子違うね。何かあったの？
Seem a bit off. What's bugging you?
上原刑事にお話ししたいことがあって。
I just need to talk to you about something.
まさか僕犯人分かっちゃったとか？
The sudden shift in his mood there. What? Don't tell me you solved the case. Or do tell me. Who did it? Really? Okay. Save and quit. Always save twice just in case. Oh man. Oh man. Shit's getting good. But now I have to leave the game for a while. Now that's a cliffhanger. Sorry. Ba-ba-na. Thank you all for watching. Apologies for the cliffhanger, I guess. Look, it's not my fault it's a long weekend. Next weekend. Holy shit. Shit's getting good. I think I have a pretty solid grasp on what happened to Eisuke. But there's still like the mystery of like what the deal is with the Smiling Man himself and why the murders from 18 years ago occurred. So there is still a lot for us to drop, a lot for them to drop on us in like the last two chapters and potentially the epilogue, depending on what the epilogue's about. Oh man. Oh man, I want to keep going, but I have things I need to do. I need to draw this week's comic. I need to make like the final preparations for tomorrow just to make sure I'm all ready. Speaking of tomorrow, my next stream will be tomorrow around this time actually. We're not starting at my usual time, we're starting at around midday. And it will be time for hold on, I can actually put the thumbnail on screen, can't I? I've made that. Where is the image? It'll be time for, if I can load it fast enough. Clueless quiz time! My quiz show is finally happening. I am excited and also incredibly nervous. So join me tomorrow at about midday AEST. I posted the time on Twitter. I'll retweet that tomorrow morning. Watch as Miko, Mao, and Chud attempt to guess answers based on the Ace Attorney series. I'm happy it's finally happening, but also I am so nervous. Anyway, that's for tomorrow. Oh, fuck, I pressed print screen instead of delete. You got this, thank you, Miko. Oh, man. And then next weekend I get to just have a break and go visit my parents. And then the week after we'll come back and finally get to the bottom of what's going on with EMIO the Smiling Man. As I said before, those final few streams might not be available on YouTube due to the fact that Nintendo is apparently taking down, well, not taking down, but blocking videos containing the ending of the game, which, like, fair, the game is literally just the story, so if you show the story, then people don't have a reason to play the game. But I will still try to stream it. Hopefully I'm able to still, like, capture the VOD. And if it gets blocked on YouTube, then it gets blocked on YouTube. You'll just have to... It's a shame you didn't come watch it live. Anyway, let me have a look at who's online. Is there anyone? Oh, Pinch is online. Yeah, let's raid Pinch. It's been a while. Thanks for streaming. No worries, Miko. Thanks for watching. And thanks in advance for participating in tomorrow's stream. We are going to raid. Did I spell that right? Yes. We're going to raid Pinch Raccoon, who is currently playing Helldivers 2 with some friends. Here are the raid messages. Yeah. I guess I should say top one if you're not sub, bottom if you are subbed, but I feel like that should be obvious. Yeah, I'm gonna go have lunch, draw a comic strip, try to calm my nerves, and then tomorrow we'll be back with Quiz Show. Yeah! Thanks for watching. Otsukame. Bye bye. And scene.